tenner down. How are you doing, guys? Yeah, we're here, don't you worry about that. Just getting set up here. Everything's rushing around as it always is. Right. So, how are we all doing today? Are we all well? Oh, dear me. Honestly, it's just flat out here. So, got results from earlier. Coventry 0, Norwich 1. Cardiff 0, Middlesbrough 2. Really bad start to the season for Cardiff. And it's ended all square 1-1 in the Lancashire derby. Burnley against Blackburn. So it's all sort of square there. Where are we here? Right. Hello, chaps. Just getting set up here. Do you know, sometimes there's just not enough hour in the day. And because there isn't, is there? Had a busy morning today, been cleaning out the garage, getting a load of junk chucked out. I'll have to catch up on some more chat and stuff, as I see there's quite a few in already. In the poll, how will Sunderland do today? 85% say win, 5% say lose, and 10% say draw. Just doing a bit of finishing touches here. This is the ground we virtually never ever win at. And it is roasting in here. Absolutely roasting hot, 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 hot. Right. So, raring to go. Let's go catch up on all the comments in a minute. Not a cloud in the sky today. SJ says no new signings on the bench. Hello SJ, hello Gordon Seymour, who's put the team up as usual. Thank you very much for that. Gordon Seymour says also on bench Rusin and Isidore. Angela Coleman, hello. She says hi all. Alan Ray says hi MACKEM CABBIE. Hi Angela. Billy GW says how are the lads? Welcome in the chat. Hello Razzle Clark. Looking forward to this one. Cab, take a point as Portsmouth. Not an easy place to go. It's going to be a scrappy one. But let's hope the lads bring 3. Angela Carmen, are we on? Yes, we are. MACKEM down south, hello, says win. Marine Fish Keeper says I'm not on yet. No, we are on now. And Angela says taxi late again. Davey, hello mate. Jack Clark on the bench today. Oh dear. Silly move, my son. Yeah, I know. Well, money talks, Davey, didn't he? Hope you got your battery charged, mate. um, uh, where we at? Where we at? Expecting a goal sometime, so we'll be happy with 3-1 win today. Angela Coleman says, be funny if we go up and Ipswich go down, wouldn't it just? Where are we? Marine Fishkeeper, yeah, taxi, what's happening, mate? 4-1 win today for Sunderland. Come on, the lads. Jack Reed says, Lee, Howie. Angela Coleman says, hi, Cabby, LOL, Red and White Army. Mackham down south. All right, Cabby, how you doing? Jack Reed, want a clean sheet, sticking with a 3-1 win today. Jack Reed says, yeah, Blackburn go red. Angela Coleman, house 3-1, a clean sheet. Well, it's not, is it? Keith Lupton, hello, good day from Perth, Western Australia. Tony Johnson, go Sunderland, hot day today at 42 Celsius. It's about 92 in this conservatory. Jack Reed, enjoy the game from Australia. Angela Coleman says, good day. Billy Fly, hello Billy, how you doing? He says, hi Cabby, thanks for the late night. I truly believe we're in good shape. Yeah, that was a really good show, the transfer deadline day, even though there wasn't really much happening on transfer deadline day until like 1:30 in the morning, which I had to get out my pit and do a video for, but it was worth it. Peter Savage, you should get a bigger water bottle. Do you think so? Not to be able to lift it. Michael Lynn, 2-0 Sunderland. Don't see it being an overly high scoring game, but have to hope we keep our clean sheet records. Absolutely happy with that, Michael. Stuart Hammond, hello mate, welcome. It says, alright mate. Peter Savage, listening in from France. How's the Olympics and Paralympics doing, Peter? And Jordan Swinney says, come on, Pam's Ham. And that's us all caught up with the chat. I'm going to need a fan in here at some point today. I'm absolutely clamming hot. The commentary will be on just in 3 minutes time. It is just so warm. Warm. I think for the last every single game it's been red hot on a Saturday when I've been broadcasting in here. Like I say, I ain't complaining. Far from it. Far from it. And the Portsmouth the kids and mascots are lining up outside the tunnel at the moment with the flags. And got loads of subscribers as well. 2,721 subscribers I've got now for the channel, which is amazing. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers before Christmas, but we're well on target. Just 279 needed. Well, that would be amazing. What a Christmas present that would be, to get to 3,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely unreal, it would. Let's catch up a bit on the chat and stuff. Yeah, Stephen Hill, a few of us in Oz tonight. Angela Coleman, open the window. I've got the window open. It's just not much of a breeze. Caden, do us a favour, can you open that door fully for us, son, and just put something in front of it, stopping it closing. Here. Put this black sack in front of it. Good lad. It's me boys helping us out. Colin Major, hi Stuart. Jack Reed, attack. Hello Ken Walton, the member of the channel. I can't wait for this. Paul Heron, hi all. Interesting bench. Angela Coleman says, ho ho ho. It ain't Christmas yet, is it? Open the window. I've opened the door. I just need that little bit of breeze to come in. That's all we sort of need. So Sunderland are playing in their away strip. They're white and blue. I would have thought they would have played in the red and white tops today, because the fact it's certainly the opposite to blue and to the blue, isn't it? But nevertheless, these should be easy enough to pick out, which they are. Jack, mate. Yeah, afternoon, Jack. How you doing, fella? Angela Coleman. I see Chelsea beat Serviette the other day. The play tablecloth next. Absolutely. Good team, tablecloth. Just wait and get the match coming up. Listen live. If you guys can give us the thumbs up and let me know that you can hear everything okay. And I missed that they're doing a minute's round of applause. I don't know who that's for. It's got me new Sunderland top of Ellis, who lives in Spain. They do these replicas. Just love the retro shirts.
So a minute's applause for Sven Göran Eriksson this afternoon, who so sadly passed away in the week. And how bravely did he deal with everything that was ahead of him. So both teams in a huddle here, either side of the centre circle. Sunderland's players away to our right at the Milton end of Fratton Park. Portsmouth at the traditional home end, the Fratton end of this old stadium built in 1898, 1899.
The best team in the championship.
They've been here since then, and we're in the old Archibald Leach South Stand as we await Portsmouth getting the game underway, which they do on Sam Allison's whistle. Back to goalkeeper Will Norris, who's all in yellow, who plays the ball right down the right wing. There's a battle for Christian Sadie. Gets the ball inside, but Chris Rigg manages to play it right down the wing and finally out for a throw to Sunderland on the left-hand side, deep in the Portsmouth half. Dennis Sirkin comes forwards to take this some 22, 23 yards to the corner on the left, finds Alan Brown. It's a second stab at it as Matt Ritchie tried to play it away down the right wing, and eventually it's played out and it's a throw to Portsmouth, and it's Zach Swanson, the right back, will take it. Interestingly, Jordan Williams, traditionally wearing a number 2, which is the right back shirt, he's 5'10". Zach Swanson's 6'2", but it's Swanson's playing at right back, and it's the smaller man who's playing as the centre back for Portsmouth. Swanson then with another throw in front of manager John Massinio, the 38-year-old former Oxford United defender, who was at Oxford 6 years. We saw him on a number of occasions in League One, but he gave up playing to take over the managership in January of last year of Portsmouth, and finished the first season 8th before getting Portsmouth promoted last season. The ball is out. It's away in the corner, I think, and I can't see it because there's a great big ladder in the way, and Sirkin has gone to retrieve a ball and take a throw deep in the Sunderland half on the left-hand side. The last time Sunderland were here was October in 2021, and it was a 4-0 Portsmouth win as the ball played across the Sunderland penalty area, headed clear by Hume, and then knocked behind by Portsmouth for a goal kick. Oxford 0, Preston 1. We are in the 3rd minute here at Fratton Park, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Good good atmosphere. We expected nothing less.
Always a great atmosphere here, and you can see Portsmouth are pressing high, aren't they?
Yeah. Portsmouth right up to the halfway line, waiting for this goal kick. Ballard has the ball at his feet, taps it along the 6-yard line to Anthony Patterson, who's all in green this afternoon, and he's passed the ball out to Ballard wide on the right, being closed down by Callum Lang. They've won it back, Portsmouth. On the left wing, it's flicked into the centre to Andre Dozal. On the halfway line, Marlon Pack. Back to Jordan Williams. Pack again, the captain. Tried to sweep it up to Matt Ritchie, but it's swept past Ritchie, the former Newcastle winger. Comes back now to Williams, and again Swanson behind him, and play back into the heart of defence. Riley Towler, former Bristol City centre-back, and he taps it out again on this right-hand side to Williams and wide to Swanson. Mundle closes down. It's played back to Jordan Williams, inside to Marlon Pack. Pack on the right of midfield, trying to hook it down the wing for Matt Ritchie to chase, but it runs back to Anthony Patterson. 0-0 still, and we've played 3.5 minutes. As Patterson jogs back with the ball under his left arm to the penalty spot, drops the ball, plays it to Luke O'Nien, and O'Nien bringing this out now. He's being chased by Christian Sadie, gets to the halfway line and plays it across to Trey Hume. Taps it down the right touchline to Patrick Roberts, just inside the Portsmouth half. Drives it up through the middle. Alan Brown back to goal. He couldn't quite get it out from under his feet. And Ritchie will tap it back here. Brown pursues it and blocks the attempted clearance, but I think the referee's going to say there's a handball by Brown.
He was lucky there.
Yeah, if it hadn't caught his arm and it had come off his body and he pursued that, it could have been interesting, but goalkeeper Will Norris is crouched down at the moment. Sam Allison, the referee, having a word with him.
Yeah, it was an excellent pass by Roberts. Fortunately, Roberts just couldn't get control of it properly.
And Alan Brown wasn't the player I expected to see up there, actually.
He does make some good runs into the box.
0-0. Portsmouth then in their royal blue, white shorts, red socks. Red socks apparently introduced in 1947 at Field Marshal Montgomery's suggestion to remember the personnel lost in the wartime, and the traditional colours of red, of course, the poppy, and that was inherited by Portsmouth after the war. They have possession here, back with Riley Towler on the left of central midfield, taps it to Andre Dozal, the former Ipswich and Queen's Park Rangers midfielder, and Towler again back to goalkeeper Will Norris, is back up on his feet, 6'5", former Burnley keeper. Out wide on the left wing, Connor Ogilvie. He plays it inside to Dozal again, and Mayenda trying to close down. It comes back to Towler, across to Williams. And Williams wide, cut out by Mundle, looking for Swanson. Mundle away down this left wing. Sadie barges into him, and it's Mundle who's penalised.
Yeah, good defending there by the centre forward. Strong.
Into the 6th minute, 0-0. Portsmouth at home to West Bromwich Albion after the international break on the Sunday afternoon, one of those Sunday 3 o'clock fixtures that's been introduced this season, as goalkeeper Will Norris puts the ball across to Ogilvie. Carlisle 0, Tranmere 1, as the ball comes back to Will Norris at the edge of his penalty area. And now 1-1 at Brunton Park. Foul on Luke O'Nien, right in the middle of the Sunderland half. Free kick to Sunderland. Luke lying on his back, just hand across his forehead, sits up, picks himself up. Christian Sadie being spoken to by Sam Allison. And O'Nien will take the free kick.
Sorry, you can hear us there. There we go.
Drives this down the left wing, looking for Mundles, watching it drop down over his shoulder. It drops over his shoulder, and it's put behind. Well, that's a corner. I don't understand.
No.
What's happened there?
I thought it was a corner.
It looked to me as it clearly came off the defender Swanson. Goalkeeper's struggling, so the referee's allowing Portsmouth.
I've been told this referee is a
physio
right.
on, but it looked to me that clearly came off the Portsmouth defender, but nobody complained, in fairness. Might just be the angle we're sitting at, or the fact we need our eyes.
I mean, there was a 50-50 challenge with Mundle before. He got shoulder barged off the ball. Mundle went back and says, "Have a back." Free kick to Portsmouth. How?
Face to face, and a conversation ensuing.
And apparently we should have had a corner.
Picks up his physio's bag. Towler is alongside of the pair of them, and so is Jordan Williams. And there's a little bit of communication with the bench below.
Keeper's got a right.
Schmidt is the
swollen eye underneath here, so something's clobbered him.
But it looks like Will Norris is going to carry on, and he's wandered back with the ball under his arm. Centre backs either side of him.
There's no malice in that at all. I just think it was like accidental.
In the Milton end,
but he's got a nasty shiner, the Portsmouth keeper.
That stand, it's pretty much 2/3 of that stand taken up by the Sunderland fans is full, chock-a-block, in predominantly red and white shirts. Sunderland playing all in white this afternoon as Jobe gets his foot on the ball to Rigg, trying to find Roberts, gets back to Jobe, right side of central midfield. Sadie's on his case, pushes him in the back.
Not sure what the ref's name is. Anybody on the
gets it to
chat can help?
O'Nien in the centre circle. Sirkin down the line to Mundle. Mundle back to Sirkin on the halfway line. Plays it back to Luke O'Nien and across to Dan Ballard. Ballard wide to Hume. Hume inside to Jobe. Closed down again by Sadie. Through the middle to Mayenda. He slipped as he played the ball across. Mundle kicks it in and plays it back to Luke O'Nien and across.
Hi Derek, you okay? We
Ballard
strengthened
again.
well
Ballard
in
up
the
to
end. I
halfway
watched
line.
your 2
Wide
AM
then to
update
Hume,
live.
on to Rigg.
Cheers, Derek.
Looking to get
Welcome
the
along,
ball.
mate.
That was from Roberts actually onto Rigg and back. It comes to Hume and then a short pass to Roberts. Rigg down the right, but it's inside to Jobe. Jobe back to Ballard. Ballard on halfway. O'Nien in the centre circle. Roberts comes back and taps it to Ballard, to O'Nien, bringing this into the Portsmouth half.
Cheers for the
Brown
subscriber there.
Back behind him, Jobe in the centre circle. He's passed it though straight to Ogilvie, who's now trying to get it away down the left to Silvera, the winger on loan from Middlesbrough.
If you can't hear us and I forgot to unmute yourself, let us know in the chat, because I put it on mute because the kids are playing and he didn't want any noisy feedback in the background.
Back behind him to Williams. Short pass forward to Dazelle again, and he taps it back to Riley Towler. Towler to Williams in the Portsmouth half. In the middle, Marlon Pack, signed from Cardiff a couple of years ago. Taps it to Williams again, looking for Sadie, out to Swanson, back down the touchline to Ritchie. Born locally in Gosport, Matt Ritchie, played here previously for 9 years, between 2002 and 2011. Was at Newcastle for 8 years. Here he is down the right wing, fouled by Mundle.
Yeah, he got bundled off the ball, didn't he, Mundle, before?
Bundled by Mundle.
Passing it quite nicely at Portsmouth.
With the bundler. And Romain Mundler.
Yeah, Mundle's he's showing a bit of hot head at the minute, Mundle, to be honest with you.
Then Romain Mundle
he needs to calm down a bit. I think he's going to have a yellow card soon as Mundle.
Free kick on the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. The free kick is wide on the right, about halfway inside the Sunderland half. Pack and Ritchie over the ball. Mayenda being marched back by the referee 10 yards. Patrick Roberts at the corner of the penalty area on the left-hand side. Ritchie from the right wing then. Regis Lebris looking on with his arms folded, tight to the supporters behind him, the foot of this south stand. Ritchie swings the ball into the penalty area. Ogilvie's header straight into the hands of Anthony Patterson.
Yeah, comfortable save. Good line by Sunderland.
0-0 then. We have played 12 minutes here at Fratton Park, live on
Hello,
BBC
Jennifer
Radio
Andrews, you
Newcastle.
okay?
The ball rolled out behind the stanchion. It's Ballard, I see.
So the first attempt
Ballard
on target, and it's come with Portsmouth.
The ball comes to him from Hume. Trying to
Probably
find
because he's
Mayenda.
getting bullied by the defender,
Mayenda
yeah. But he
penalised
needs to
for
keep a
push.
cool head.
It's Nottingham Forest 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
He does.
A reminder, full commentary tomorrow afternoon, 12:30 build-up, 1:30 kick-off for Newcastle United against Tottenham Hotspur. And it's now Forest 1, Wolves 2. Extraordinary sequence of events, clearly, at the City Ground.
He's got two.
And Williams back inside to Towler, back to the goalkeeper Will Morris, who hooks this high
Cheers
in
for the
the
two
air beyond where we can see
subscribers there,
it,
thank
'cause
you.
we've got the TV gantry obscuring pretty much the whole of the stadium. And the ball dropping finally for Lang to try and push forwards on the left wing for Portsmouth, finding Silvera. He's laid it off into the path of Lang again on the goal line, pulling it back. It's put behind by O'Nien for the corner.
Well done, Luke O'Nien. Just got a little bit sloppy on the right-hand side.
And well, now it's 1-1 at the City Ground. Forest 1, Wolves 1. Corner then on the left. Marlon Pack will take this for
Looking
Portsmouth
dangerous,
at
Portsmouth. They are.
Milton end. And it's taken short. Matt Ritchie whips it in with his left foot. It spins through the back of the penalty area. And out comes Trey Hume on the left. Plays it back inside, straight to Ogilvie, who plays it back into the Portsmouth
This is going to be a
half.
difficult game,
And
this.
Silvera in the middle of that Portsmouth half plays it to his left to Marlon Pack. Pack inside to Dazelle. Dazelle, short pass forwards to Callum Lang, who gets a big shove in the back by Jobe, and the referee plays an advantage. Back to Ogilvie and back again to Pack at the back of the centre circle. Marlon Pack, 33 years old, the Portsmouth captain, misplaces his pass, goes behind Jordan Williams and out for a throw to Sunderland on the left, halfway inside the
You're welcome,
Portsmouth
Tom
half.
Usher. You're welcome along, mate. I think the last minute
Sirkin
Nigerian
forwards to
striker
take
could
this,
turn
nearly
up to be
15
class.
minutes
Very
played.
highly
In fact, in
rated,
the end,
some big
Mundell
name
takes it back to
size.
Sirkin.
Absolutely, Derek. I totally agree.
Sirkin trying to shake off Matt Ritchie.
Considering
gets
they've
it
just
out to
been
Mundell
promoted,
on the
they'll be
left
on a
wing.
high. Absolutely, yes,
Mundell
yes.
coming
It
back
will, it'll be a
here to
difficult
Luke
game.
O'Nien,
This will be a
and
harder
O'Nien
game than the
across
Burnley
to
match, I'll
Dan
guarantee you
Ballard,
that.
to the right of the centre circle and wide to Roberts, just inside the Portsmouth half. Down the line to Chris Rigg. He's closed down very quickly, but comes back
Lisa
inside
Jane
for
have just
Roberts, who
subscribed. Thanks,
plays a lovely
Lisa
ball
Jane.
across
Can you
the
say
pitch
hello to
Mundell.
Oscar and
Little
Poppy?
flick on down the
Hello,
left
Oscar
wing,
and
down
Poppy.
the left
We
of the
love
penalty
watching
area
you.
by
Come on,
Mundell.
Sunderland.
He
Hey,
pulls it back to
thumbs up.
Roberts at the edge of the
Lisa
area,
Jane, Oscar and
into the
Poppy.
box, left
Welcome.
footed, tried to cross it, comes off Ritchie out for a throw, 10 yards.
Drew
from the
Footy
corner,
Bowman, hello from
on the
Atlanta,
left,
Georgia,
at the
USA.
Fratton
Cabby,
end.
welcome along. Welcome
Big
along.
Bank of seats, which the top part of that stand now has safe standing. Roberts plays the ball into the middle to Jobe. Jobe across to Hume.
Cheers for the two
Hume
subscribers
back to
there. Thank
Ballard.
you very much.
Into the centre circle, O'Nien. O'Nien down the left of central midfield, out to Mundell again on the left wing. Ritchie backing off him. Mundell on his right finds Alan Brown, who looks for Roberts, who's trying to dig it out from underneath his feet. It comes back out to Jobe. He side foots and shakes off Callum Lang, finds Alan Brown again, who finds Hume to the right. And now Rigg. Rigg on his left with a cross, looking for Sirkin, just over him and behind for a goal kick.
Excellent balling. You're just thinking, why didn't we pull the trigger?
I'm listening to
It's gone
the
Alan Brown. He had
commentary. I pay a
opportunity. He's
subscription
got to
every
back it up.
month,
He had opportunity.
so I can listen and let you guys listen to
Pull
it
the
as
trigger.
well. You're welcome, Lisa
Ipswich
Jane.
1, Fulham 0. Just wanted someone to swing their foot,
Countess
didn't it?
Bowthree, hello from Vilres, France. Welcome. Derek
Norris,
UK
the
agreed.
goalkeeper,
Looks
plays
intelligent
it
on
long
the
again,
ball.
up
He
to the
does.
halfway line, wide.
So
On the
Ipswich
left,
are winning
Ogilvie brings it down,
1-0.
finds Callum Lang in the middle. He's switched it across onto the head of Sirkin, onto the head of Mundell, into the path of Dennis Sirkin, nods it down in front of him, runs onto it, tries to slip it inside for Mundell, but Zach Swanson, former Arsenal defender, has cut it out. Then Mayenda comes across and blocks Swanson's attempted ball forwards, and it's a throw to Portsmouth on the right wing. 0-0 in the 17th minute here at Fratton Park, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. 3 draws for Portsmouth so far, 3-3 at Leeds on the opening day, 0-0 here against Luton, having had a man sent off in Middlesbrough last week. They drew 2-2. The ball is back with Dan Ballard. Lost here in the League Cup 1-0 to Millwall. Ballard to O'Nien, down the left wing to Sirkin, just in front of Regis Lebris, and he's tried to drive the ball back to Ballard. It crashes off Christian Sadie, the former Bournemouth striker, out for a throw again to Sunderland on this left-hand side. Dennis Serkin again with the throw on halfway to Brown. Back to Serkin. Serkin back again to O'Nien, and he plays it to Anthony
I think it's
Patterson.
Brown, Derek, yeah.
Passes it straight away to Dan Ballard. He plays it back to Patterson. He's back here on the edge of the area to
Pagard,
Luke
thanks for your
Serkin,
subscription,
wide
mate.
on the
Thank
left.
you very much.
Floating one for
Welcome
Alan Brown
anyway.
to let drop over his shoulder and try and tap into the penalty area. But Jordan Williams turns him and plays the ball away down to Matt Ritchie, who gets it back, and then eventually out to Williams again on the right to Ritchie. Little triangle on the right of the Portsmouth penalty area, and they clear it straight to Dennis Serkin. Serkin slips it past Andre Dazelle, out to Mundle on the left-hand side, back to Alan Brown. Brown into Job in the middle, and now he finds Chris Rigg. Rigg plays it across to the left to Brown.
Just watching it on the Fire
Wide
Stick
again
one.
to Mundle. Mundle at the edge of the area. He's trying to take it along the back of the 18-yard box and into midfield, and then plays it across to Hume, and Hume to Roberts wide. Roberts.
Hello, Paul Grimm. I take a
Plenty of
point
blue
like
shirts
there's
in
not
front
many
of him,
teams going to come here
trying
and
to
get
find
3
an opening
points.
here.
It's a very
Cuts it
difficult
on
place
his
to
left
come,
foot
Portsmouth.
across the penalty area and behind for another goal kick. Nearly played 19 minutes.
Edward McCormick,
0-0.
hello, welcome.
Yeah, and they're just slowly but surely starting to play themselves into the game, Sunderland.
Starting to enjoy a bit more possession. They're getting Mundle into the game more. Oxford 1, Preston 1.
Michael Hood, Glorious Mackems, you're looking well. Cabby, how are the lads?
Will Norris
Cheers,
throws
Michael
the ball
Hood, thank you.
down to Jordan Williams, who taps it back to Norris. Mayenda went to close him down, then kicked up to halfway onto the head of Job. Cleared again by Andre Dazelle onto the head of O'Nien. Job in the
Cheers for the
centre circle.
6 subscribers there. Thank you.
And, it's Ballard to O'Nien. And the way that Sunderland is set up, it's Job who's actually the deepest of the midfielders.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's the one who's the
Alan
holding
Brown
player.
and Rigg have got more of a forward role as O'Nien plays the ball out wide to Hume. Hume back to Dan Ballard wide on that right-hand side. Closed down by Callum Lang through O'Nien to Serkin. Ritchie goes to press. It's played back to O'Nien across to Ballard. Ballard looking for Roberts, just shy of the halfway line. Tried to play it forwards. Towler intercepts. Comes back to Patrick Roberts. Portsmouth substitutes warming up down below us, away to our left. Serkin down the line. Mundle appears to be. Oh, his shirt's being tugged right back.
His shirt off.
Swanson's penalised. No question of the free kick, right in front of Regis Lebris.
Predicting score draw or the Isidore to score.
Sure.
The 2 a.m. was a sensible time for me.
O'Nien
Well, yeah.
puts his foot through the ball, looking for Roberts. Great ball, has reached him, and Ogilvie slipped. Roberts has got him on the back foot. Roberts in the penalty area on his left foot.
Oh, keep
over
it
the bar. Opportunity opened up for him then, and he just lifted his head a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's
And
got to
put it over
keep
the
it
top.
down.
He'll be frustrated by himself.
Great pass by
It's a
Luke
lovely
O'Nien.
ball by Luke O'Nien.
What a ball from Luke O'Nien that was.
21
Blimey
minutes
neck.
played. Portsmouth 0.
Practically
Sunderland
diagonal, whole
0.
length of the pitch, pinpointed to Roberts.
Norris with another kick down the left wing. Ogilvie heads it on. Job heads it up.
Don't know if you
into
can
the
see
air,
this, you
down
probably can't, but
by
he's the
Pack.
chance that Roberts
Ballard
had.
taps it to Hume. Silvera's on his case. It comes back to Ballard. He's giving chase, Silvera, all the way back to Patterson, who plays it out to the left wing here to Serkin. And Matt Ritchie goes to close Serkin down, but Serkin taps it behind him to O'Nien. And he plays it forwards to Mundle. Swanson pushes him, but the referee says no foul. It's a throw to Portsmouth on the right, halfway inside the
Honestly,
Sunderland
you
half,
had to see
halfway
that ball
through
from
the
Luke O'Nien.
first half, almost
incredible.
0-0. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Swanson with a throw.
Yeah, I was lying in my
Looking for
bed,
Sadie,
just chilling
drops
out
to
upstairs,
O'Nien, and he hooks it in the air.
and that's when the breaking
onto
news
the head
came.
of
I seen it on
Towler
the
in
Sunderland
centre
website that we've
circle,
signed the
heading it
3
forwards
players.
to Lang, who nods it out to Silvera on the left wing.
I had to
plays
come
it back to
downstairs
Pack.
and I had to give you guys the news.
Plays
So
it into
I
the
had to
centre
put it up onto
circle to
YouTube.
Williams.
Because that's what I'm dedicated to the channel. I'm
Forwards
dedicated
to
to giving
Ritchie.
all you guys
Just
the
a short
information
pass
and
to
the news.
Dazelle and back
you
to
want.
Pack. And Pack again, short pass. Williams out to Ritchie on the right. Mundle goes to close him down. Ritchie back to Pack and Williams again. As they tap it amongst themselves on the halfway line. Dazelle back to Towler. Towler, short pull to Pack, and Pack again out to the right here to Williams. Williams looking for the run of Swanson down the right. In comes O'Nien. Pick themselves off the floor.
Well,
The ball
Carter,
has
it's just on
gone out, I'm
the
guessing.
fire stick thing.
Yeah, it's gone out for a throw-in.
For a throw to Portsmouth on the right.
I think it's a throw. It might be a
Well, we
corner.
can't see it, can we? We literally cannot
It's a
see the
corner.
corner flag.
By the
It's
way,
a corner, is
they're
it?
setting up. It's a corner.
It's on a BBC Radio News. Well, it's on
Portsmouth corner then,
SCFC
their
audio,
second of the
which I pay a subscription
afternoon.
to every month.
In the 24th minute.
The lad Towler is a big lad.
Yeah, the centre back has gone up. He's at the back of the area with Williams. No idea who's taking the corner kick. They all move now into the 6-yard box. Ballard heads it out. Pack on the right to, it was Ritchie who took it. He swings it in with his left foot, far post. Swept past Jordan Williams for a goal kick to Sunderland.
Yeah, we know what that Ritchie can do. He's got a
Yeah, Sam,
excellent
it's
left
just
leg.
under the championship section.
34 years old now, Matt Ritchie.
It's basically just Sky, and you just scroll down, and it's just got more channels
Played
than
for
Sky,
both
and you
Portsmouth and
scroll down the
Bournemouth.
championship section, and you pick your team you want to watch.
Gosport really is a Portsmouth stronghold, and here is Patterson.
David, hello, mate.
Walking the ball out in the middle of the Sunderland penalty area and rolling it, pushing it out to Dan Ballard, who suddenly puts a burst on past Callum Lang over the halfway line. Tries to dink it down the right wing, goes out for a throw to Portsmouth. Halfway inside the Portsmouth half on the left-hand side, right in front of the Portsmouth supporters sitting in that north stand. They are right beside the pitch. Very little leeway between the touchline and the foot of that stand. Throw taken, drops to
Angela says,
Marlon
shirt is
Pack,
not the word
back
I
to
would use,
Ogilvie,
Doug.
and
I
he
would leave the letter
passes
out.
it back to the goalkeeper. I can hear John Massinio below us shouting, get out, push
Joe
out.
playing
and
DM,
trying to
and
urge
now
his
we
players
have
to
saved back
push
up for the goal
forwards
when Neil
from the
returns.
edge of
09's
the
Mr.
Portsmouth
Sunderland,
penalty
says
area.
McCormick.
Towler to Ogilvie on that left-hand side. Back it comes to Riley Towler, 22 years old, 6'1". Plays it wide, eventually to Ritchie. Forwards to
My wife's
Swanson, who's
lying out
pushed
in
to
the
the
back
back by
garden getting
Sirkin.
suntan.
Ball out for a
Why not?
Sunderland
Absolutely
throw.
lovely.
Sirkin gets the ball, grabs it from Mundle's lob back to him, and Sirkin now looking to find Mayendu, chests it down to Mundle, heads it to Brown, throwing Brown out to Sirkin. Sirkin on the left, closed down by Ritchie, plays it back to O'Nien and into the middle to Dan Ballard. Ballard pauses for a moment, squares it again to Luke O'Nien, and Luke O'Nien in the all-white of Sunderland out to Mundle on the left. Mundle cutting inside, and Mundle now left of the centre circle, wide to Sirkin on the left. Inside to Mundle again. Short tap to Brown, who's just nudged off the ball by Andre Dazelle. Back it comes to Swanson, into the middle to Towler. And Towler at the edge of his own penalty area. Along the ball up towards the halfway line. Hume brings it down and turns and slips it inside to his international colleague Dan Ballard. And eventually back to Patterson. Leicester 0, Aston Villa 1. Sirkin nods it on and out. Throw to Portsmouth. On the right, just inside the Portsmouth half. Swanson, Zach Swanson, will take this, the 23-year-old, trying to find Williams, and then back to Swanson and back to Towler. Towler, just outside the Portsmouth penalty area. We've played just shy of 27 minutes, and it's 0-0 at Fratton Park. Towler to Williams. Ritchie's made a run down the right into space. He's gone inside to Sadie. Back to Dazelle on the halfway line. Plays it to Ogilvie. He plays it down that touchline to Sammy Silvera, the Australian. Ghosts past Job, cuts back to the left wing to Ogilvie, and then Ogilvie plays it back to Silvera, and he's going to try and cut inside, but a block by the ankles as it was of Rigg, and it comes back to Marlon Pack. Pack through the middle to Christian Sadie, and now Swanson looking to try and get Richie away, and it's Derby 1, Bristol City 0. Ball played over the top. Meyender's going to chase. He's got in front of Towler. He's gone down. The referee's looked at it, and he's going to give nothing.
Tell you what, referee.
You're not going to get out from this, ref, I tell you.
Was that a penalty? I think there's a strong argument that it was.
He was in front of the defender.
He got in front of the defender and was pushed down. But Meyender's not made a huge fuss about it. Referee Sam Allison took a long look at it.
You're not going to get a lot from this referee at all.
Towler.
That was warned about Mr. Fox.
They're playing it dangerously amongst themselves with Brown, Job and Rigg lurking, and Job's trying to get the ball off Pack, who's got it back to Ogilvie on the left and down the left wing to Silvera, who's under pressure from Hume, but he's turned Hume and then rolls the ball out for a Sunderland throw.
To get a penalty off this ref, would have to have one of our players have his legs broken.
By Mayenda, trying to get behind. Good run.
If we had VAR, that would have been a penalty all day long.
Get in behind again. 29 minutes played, 0-0. Another free kick to Sunderland. Just inside.
Well, it was a blatant push. Mundle was off balance because of the push, and then he got his shirt pulled and dragged him to the floor.
He's not very happy about something.
Twice.
Ball comes back from
and the referee says no penalty.
Luke O'Nien.
What are you watching, ref?
O'Nien.
What are you watching?
Back to Ballard and out wide again.
Portsmouth player
Hume.
Clearly went. Mundle was like losing his balance, and then he got round Mundle and yanked his shirt and dragged him down.
Ballard plays it back
Clueless
to Anthony Patterson. Has his right foot on the ball on the 18-yard line, then plays it wide to Ballard on the right. Callum Lang goes to close him down. Ballard's looking for Mayenda down the right wing, and it's nodded out by Towler.
A good outlet, good runs by Mayenda.
And all of a sudden you think, conscious that Towler's aware of Mayenda.
He does. Pace his play into the space.
Throw then to Sunderland. Trey Hume, 16 yards from the corner on the right-hand side. Half an hour played, 0-0. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Hume short, drops it to Roberts, back to Hume. Hume now back to Roberts on the touchline, trying to get it to Hume again. He's slipped it inside. It's Rigg who's picked it up, plays it back to Ballard, and onto the halfway line to Luke O'Nien in the centre. O'Nien to Ballard again, to his right-hand side, and out to the touchline again, and it's clipped in to Roberts by Hume, and now back to Hume on the right inside to Rigg. Rigg now looking for Hume down the right side of the penalty area. Squares it for Mayenda. It's blocked by the keeper.
Yes!
And it's no goal!
Oh, what a good goal that is.
Swanson
Get in!
After the block by the goalkeeper.
Get in!
And it came back out to Swanson, didn't know much about it.
I think Alan Brown put it in.
And Brown get the final touch.
Yeah, but what good football that was.
1-0 to Sunderland.
On that right-hand side between Hume, Roberts, Rigg. Excellent, we cut them wide open there. The ball's been put back to Mayenda. His shot hit the goalkeeper and he's fumbled it, and Brown was allowed to follow the ball in.
So Sunderland take the lead. Alan Brown will get the credit after the initial attempt by Eliza Mayenda. Fumbled, as you say, by Will Norris.
Yeah, you've got to say, Nick, great passage of play, wasn't it? You know, you're talking about quality, the way they moved the ball, and then all of a sudden it opened up, got ball back to Mayenda. Good movement by Mayenda. His shot was blocked by the goalkeeper, hit the goalkeepers, it's fumbled, and I think Alan Brown's followed the ball in.
Yeah. I think Swanson looked like he might have had a touch to it. He was looking very sheepish as he turned away. But
I don't know.
What counts is
I've just got it off me, mate, Rory.
After 31 minutes, by a goal to
That's
nil.
a foul.
Ball on halfway, Brown heads it on. It's a free kick to Portsmouth, just back inside their half on the right-hand side.
Tell you what, Williams has got his hands full with Mayenda. He's all over him. He doesn't know if he's coming or going at the present moment because Mayenda's making some excellent runs and he's got the pace of him.
Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1. We're in the 33rd minute now. Ipswich 1, Fulham 1. Here's Swanson trying to find Sadie. And free kick for a foul on Ritchie, was it?
No, on Sadie.
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 Again, on the right-hand side of midfield, 10 yards in from.
Is that an own goal? I don't know. I don't know who to put down as the scorer. I'll put Brown down for now.
Again, Pack and Ritchie are the players over the ball for Portsmouth, who'll be furious at the way they conceded that goal.
It's good passage of play, Nick, from Sunderland. Great one-touch football, cut them wide open there through Hume.
Ritchie then is going to swing this in with his left foot. I know, in fact, in the end, Pack it is with his right foot. Headed away, but only as far as Silvera on the left of the penalty area. He shoots well over the top and behind for a goal kick to Sunderland. So Sunderland 1 up in the 34th minute. Anthony Patterson has the ball at his feet, places it in the middle of his 6-yard line. And Mayenda and Mundle high up in the Portsmouth half, and Patterson kicks, searching out Mundle, headed in the air by Swanson, out for a throw to Sunderland. Mundle down the line, almost to the goal line, pulls it back to Sirkin on the touchline, and Sirkin now to Brown. Brown back to Sirkin. Sirkin taps it back to Alan Brown. Brown into the centre circle, Ballard, and Ballard to Hume. Back to Ballard. Cross here to O'Nien. O'Nien back into the middle to Hume.
I'll take 5 on goals, don't bother me.
He rolls it out though to Roberts on the touchline. Back from halfway to Dan Ballard, and into the middle again to Trey Hume. And Trey Hume looks up and plays it to his right.
Let's get a second. Let's kill them off,
35 minutes play. Portsmouth Sunderland 1 here at Fratton Park, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. And a push on Rigg, but the ball slipped through to Roberts. Roberts now, he's been pushed down, is he, by Pack? The referee doesn't think so, but Mayenda picks up the loose ball on the right side of the penalty area, tapped it into Roberts, back to Mayenda, and Mayenda now trying to get Ross Towler. He slipped the ball inside, but Ogilvie just hammers it away into touch.
Tell you what, they're getting away with murder, Portsmouth, with these challenges on Sunderland players.
One ball, another ball bounces onto the pitch, and it's knocked off, and the throw taken into Mayenda by Hume. Riggs trying to stretch for this. Eventually in comes Hume, an advantage played for Sunderland by the referee. Roberts down the right of the penalty area, slips it through the legs of a defender, and it's Jobe who puts it back to Roberts down the right now for Rigg to try and drive a ball in and wins a corner. Sunderland's first corner of the afternoon.
They're starting to grow with confidence, aren't they, Sunderland? The way
certainly are in fine voice.
Right hand side with Roberts, Hume, Jobe involved as well. But again, Mayenda, I tell you what, he's a handful today. Everything seems to be sticking.
He's causing the defenders a few problems. Roberts is down on the right to take this corner kick. The 37th minute. Watch out for Sirkin. He's going to have to do well here.
87 thumbs up. Can I get the 100 likes before half-time? Thank you. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.
Puts it into the danger area around the 6-yard box. And here is Dennis Sirkin. Pulls it back to the back of the penalty area to Brown, who curls one towards Ballard, who heads it back out. He was onside. Right out into midfield to Mundle, and now there's an appeal by...
Who's done that?
Pressed for the Portsmouth players, and they win a free kick.
Peter Harvey, MACKEM.
2. That was 4. It's in the middle of the
it's the stadium looks pretty full. Load of Sunderland fans down there.
To Swanson, wide on the right, on the touchline.
Well, we've hit 100 likes.
To Ritchie,
102.
Down the line. Sadie goes after this. Mundle goes after him. down into the corner where it's obscure, but the fact that Alan Brown's applauding must have gone behind for a goal kick. So we've got 8 minutes or so till half time. Sunderland leading 1-0. Patterson with the ball in the middle of the 6-yard line.
Thanks for the 6 subscribers again. Thank you very much.
Both centre-backs still inside the penalty area, but he's going to go long.
Your support is just fantastic.
Towards the right wing, Roberts down to Trey Hume. Back to Ballard and O'Nien just inside the Sunderland half. Ballard again wide, then to Roberts in the Portsmouth half, inside to Hume, back out
Davey
to
will be
Rigg,
somewhere. He'll be listening to
Roberts,
it somewhere,
the corner of the penalty area on the right-hand side to Hume, just inside him, and now back to Roberts. Tries to dink it through to Brown, he's offside. The flag is up.
Great football.
6 yards out. The save had been made by the foot of Norris, but Brown had sneaked through again.
All of a sudden, you know, Patrick Roberts is starting to pull the strings, isn't he?
And Sunderland still leading 1-0.
It's a lovely little ball through there, like from Patrick Roberts,
but
he was offside.
Portsmouth, the goalkeeper will take this. Drives it with his left foot up over the halfway line, just Rigg underneath it. Towler underneath it in the Portsmouth half. Ball onto the head of Brown, nodding it through the middle. Cleared out to Ritchie, back to Swanson. And then
smash the like for Cabbie, is that a lucky charm?
I
hope so, David. Cheers. Just woke up, how we doing? Playing superb again. It was an own goal, but we carved them open to create that own goal.
In front of him,
Roberts, yeah, he's had a few chances today.
Williams,
SJ.
5 or 6 minutes till half time. Towler, back to Williams, back to Towler. Rigg in front of him, closing him down. Out to Ogilvie, closed down
David
by
Richardson,
Roberts.
hello mate, you alright?
And then lifted up into the Sunderland half, and O'Nien nods it back to Anthony Patterson. Sadie goes to close him down, passed out through the middle to Jobe. Jobe laying it off to O'Nien. O'Nien twists away from Sadie, plays it across the pitch to Dan Ballard. Ballard squares it again to Luke O'Nien. Sunderland lead through that 31st minute goal. Comes back to Ballard. Immediately Silvera trying to close him down. It's passed out to Ritchie, and Lang manages to shake off Jobe, and Pack behind him plays it out to Ritchie on the right. Mundle on his shoulder. Ritchie forced back. He's still got it. Ritchie tries a shot, and it's dropped into the hands of Anthony Patterson. I think it took a deflection on its way.
Yeah, it did.
Patterson just pausing with the arm wrapped around the ball, left arm.
It's team management now, Nick. Manage the game.
Well, certainly get to half-time 1-0. If not, if they can sneak a second, it would be great. But to get there without conceding, regroup at the interval. Patterson, ball at his feet. Sadie just in front of him.
Richardson.
Kicks
Hello
Patterson over the halfway line, and it'll come right through to
is it
Will
Michelle
Norris.
or Michael? David
Towards
Richardson.
the edge of his penalty area, rolls it out to Towler,
How
out to
you doing?
Ogilvie on the left-hand side. Connor Ogilvie, former Tottenham fullback, but signed from Gillingham.
Paul Heron, hello, Michael. He says, are we missing Clark?
On the right, back to Pack.
Yes and no today, I would say.
Back to O'Nien to drive back down the left wing.
Can you say hello to Michael? Well, hello, Michael.
Ritchie again to Pack. Sadie out wide to Ritchie on halfway, back to Williams. Now Swanson playing it back to the goalkeeper Will Norris. Kicks it down the left wing, doesn't quite reach halfway. Silvera heading it on, looking for Lang, but Ballard hooks it away back down the right wing, and Towler heads it out for... No, it stayed in.
Stayed in.
Just kept in by Lang, who cuts across the middle and gives the ball away to Alan Brown. Alan Brown, Ritchie is chasing him. Brown's still going, trying to slip it through to Mayenda, who's on the end of it and takes a deflection, hangs in the air and goes behind for a corner.
Lucky. At least he was positive there as well. Mayenda trying to get his shot away. Good movement again.
What?
Brentford 1, Southampton 0. Mayenda's definitely causing problems in that penalty area. He's actually getting the better.
All right, Derek, I shouldn't be ahead, mate.
And Mundle's
you'd be listening to exactly what I'm listening to.
Crouched over, and the referee
So
was
I'm
having a word
definitely
with him
not
to see if
ahead.
he's okay. Roberts is going to go down and take the corner on the left-hand side, just under 3 minutes
Hi,
left.
Cabby, enjoying.
Anthony
Hi, Cabby.
Patterson's in
the game.
conversation
Yeah,
with Alessandro
enjoying it, Billy
Battarini
Harrison.
on
I'm
the
all right. Welcome.
touchline. Then Patterson jogs back out into the centre.
Ian Cook, all 9 is our
Roberts
most consistent players.
with this corner from the left, everybody pretty much in the 6-yard box around the goalkeeper and on the 6-yard line. Roberts, Alan Brown at the back of the box. Roberts plays it with his left, looking for Rigg, drops over him and Silvera. Brown picks it up on the far side and will roll it back to Chris Rigg on the right side of midfield, into the middle to Luke O'Nien, who plays it back to Trey Hume on halfway, forwards again to Chris Rigg. Rigg driving it up, looking for Sirkin in the penalty area, but headed out by Swanson to Pack, who managed to stab it past Rigg, but Pack got caught.
Yeah, going to get a
and I think he's going to get booked. He is. Rigg, the first player shown a yellow card this afternoon in the 43rd
We
minute.
love our yellow cards, don't we?
Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Alan Brown goal in the 31st minute after Mayenda's shot was blocked, fumbled really by Will Norris, and Brown able to just get a touch to it.
Silly challenge
send it
by
back
Rigg
over
there,
the
like
line.
it was a over the top stamp down.
Ogilvie
Daft.
penalised on the far side in the Sunderland half, free kick. 10-15 yards back from halfway. Ballard is going to take the free kick. In fact, he's not. He's scooped it up with his left hand for Trey Hume to take, who taps it back to Dan Ballard. Back again to Anthony Patterson. And Patterson with his foot on the ball at the edge of his area. Again, drives this wide, looking for Hume, brings it down on the halfway line, on the touch line, and Silvera in front of him just knocks it out for a Sunderland throw. Hume needs a little bit of help on that right wing, goes back to Joe, but dropped down past him. It's actually dropped to Sadie, who's looking for the run of Lang, but Ballard's got in front of him in the corner and goes flat on his face, pushed by Lang, says the referee. Free kick to Sunderland.
Well done. Done, Ballard.
Ruben Ricardo, the fourth official, down below us, standing next to Regis Lebris, waiting to show us how much time will be added on at the end of this first half, and it will be 2 minutes.
Ewan Cook 500 likes for half time.
We're into those 2 minutes.
It was Rigg.
It's been reported as no goal.
A yellow card.
It's been reported as known goal for
Yeah,
Sunderland. Swanson.
Rigg booked because ref wants to send a Sunderland
rather
player
than
off.
Alan Brown, but I think Alan Brown will want to claim it.
I would take Rigg off at
I did
half
think
time,
that
to be honest
Swanson
with you,
looked very,
because
very
honestly,
sheepish. I
anything
thought
on
it
a
had
yellow
come
card
off
with
him.
this referee, then
I think
you're asking
Brown
for
just
trouble.
put his foot on
Honestly,
it
you
just
are.
to aid it on its way.
Oh, not me.
West Brom 1,
Derek.
Swansea 0. As
Paggett, hello, mate.
halfway with Joe
Sunderland Sky
to
1-0.
Sirkin. Sirkin on the left here. He's just stumbled a bit, and it comes off him for a throw to Portsmouth. Played nearly a minute of the minimum 2.
There's a few
Being added
thousand
on at the
Sunderland
end of
fans
this
down there.
first half. And the ball back with Williams to Pack on the right-hand side on halfway. Looking for Sadie. Job's all over him. Sadie's holding him off, and he's managed to come away with the ball. Out to Ritchie on the right-hand side. We're into the second minute. And Ritchie now wide has played it back into the middle to Williams. And then to Andre Dazelle. Dazelle to Ogilvie. Out wide to Silvera. Silvera now trying to get round Trey Hume. Hume's got
Well
it.
done. Great
In fact,
defending.
got in front of Silvera,
Excellent.
holds him
Well
off,
done.
and lets the ball run behind for a goal.
Yeah,
kick.
having,
30 seconds at the minimum, 2 minutes left.
I'd rather have someone to replace Rigg
So
than
Sunderland
having a
heading
man down.
into the break, leading by a goal to 0.
Because we should have had a penalty.
Patterson just
And they should have had
wandering back
2 or 3 yellows by
across
without
the
a shadow of
6-yard
a doubt.
box. The ball under his arm, jogging along the 6-yard line, placing the ball with his right hand to take a goal kick, which I think will probably be the last kick of the first half. All the players actually nearly entrance to the dressing room here on halfway as the whistle's blown. And Sunderland will go in, leading
Half-time.
at half-time by that 31st
I'm going to stick your
minute goal.
neck out and go 3-0, Billy
Which-
Harrison.
Mayenda effectively set up, and it bounced off Swanson, I think, and Brown just tapped it on.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's a 1-0 lead, which I think Sunderland, on the balance of play, deserve.
It's a good passage of play down that right hand side. That's where we are the biggest threat down there, especially Roberts is growing into the game. But it was great movement, great one touch, got
They
right
always get
behind,
robbed.
great ball pulled back by Hume. Good, I tell you what, good strike by Mayenda. He's fumbled, he's hit the keeper, he's fumbled out of his hands, and somehow it's found its way into the net.
It was a pattern of play, much like a couple of games this season already. Cardiff is a game that comes to mind. First 10 minutes, finding their way a little bit, but then they have a half-hour spell when they actually get into the game and they play some really good football, and they probably should be getting more than the one than they're getting in that spell. I mean, the Sheffield Wednesday goal was the game was an exception.
I think we've got to get used to that, Nick. You know, we're not going to come flying out of the block, especially away from home, and dominate
Give
games.
them 2-0.
You know,
Aye, that's
teams
right,
will
this
come
year.
at us and they'll
David-
start brightly,
David
which
Barrett's
we've
2-1
seen. We've
Sunderland.
seen it today. We've seen it against Sheffield Wednesday. Burnley were all the same. But after 10-15 minutes, once
Yeah,
we
that's
start
right,
to get
Angela, not
hold
bad
of
at
the
all.
game, we grow into it, and then we start to dominate the game.
Mayenda, as you say, has been a nuisance around the Portsmouth penalty area. I think they're struggling to deal with his physical presence.
Absolutely against the
Mundle
ref.
got more into the game. Riggs been a nuisance. Alan Brown. What can you say about Alan Brown?
Well, you can see that Alan Brown, you know, he's experienced. He makes some very, very
2,750
intelligent
subscribers.
runs
Thank
to
you
get into
for
the box.
the
But
subscribers
also,
today,
you know, you're looking
the
at
3 more
Mayenda
subscribers. Thank
today,
you.
and it seems as though they've been working with him. You can see that they've been
250
working with him
more
because
needed
all of
for
a sudden he's
3,000
making them
subscribers.
runs.
Can I
isn't he?
do it?
He's making great runs, and the ball's going in. The ball's going in behind, and it's causing, shall we say, especially the two centre back, he is causing a problem.
So promising first half, 45 minutes to come here, live on BBC Radio Newcastle and SAFC.com. At the break at Bratton Park, it's Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 1.
You murdered someone? It wasn't me.
On BBC iPlayer.
So there we are. I'll just mute the old commentary there for a second. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So everybody getting their cups of tea and stuff.
To answer everybody's point, if you look on the pitch at the minute, all of the bench players are out for both teams, so neither team is going to be making a half-time substitution. I mean, that's just what it is. Oh, shall I pop them on? There you go. So, half-time highlights.
How you doing, guys?
CABBIE, welcome along. Welcome, CABBIE. That is the echo word style, and I'd say we should have gone into that. Really, really good cross from Roberts, far post, and for some reason, Dennis Silver doesn't do anything with it. How are you feeling at the minute, CABBIE?
I think we're playing really, really well.
We are indeed, mate. Would you make any
If I would take any subs, I would take off Rig because this ref's very card happy. I would rather have maybe someone not as good as Rig on the pitch than a man down. So I would take Rig off. Maybe give him 10 minutes in the second half. Other than that, we do look quite dangerous going forward. But yeah, I'm overall I'm quite happy with that first half performance. We should have had a penalty, mind. I mean, he got bundled off, pushed once, and then he got his shirt pulled. You know, how that wasn't a penalty, I will never ever know.
Cabby. Yes. Well, it was a pushing back which lost its balance in the second half. Wasn't really. It was just still going down. So we're about to show you the half-time scores. We need the socials, mate.
The socials, okay, dokie.
The half-time socials. We haven't done these for a little while, have we?
No. Half-time socials. Let's have a look at this. Last season high.
Because I don't know if you noticed, mate, but there's only 2 of the new signings on the bench, and none of them came in overnight. So Cavado was about 2 weeks ago.
So here we are. I've got the socials. If you want to listen to some of the socials.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Trevor Smith says, very sharp playing as a team and hunting in a pack. Great to watch, especially away from home. Home confidence is showing. But we do need that second goal because one is never enough, as we know. Jordan Rowan says, going through the motions, to be honest, these are there for the taking as well. Portsmouth very poor. We did start to play. We got a reward and created a few half chances after we scored the first. But apart from that, we haven't really created that much, apart from Roberts a few shots over the bar. Connor says,
Robert just shot those a bit pop shotty, right?
yeah,
Decent shots. I think they're just like
snapshots.
Yeah, you just take a shot. Nothing else on. I think that's a new philosophy we have as well.
I'll read a couple more. Connor says, looking the much sharper team against a deservedly leading whatever Regis Labrie has them doing in training is working his magic. Yep, Michael says should have had a pen. And finally, Anthony Crombie says sloppy with our passing at times, but overall we've been the better team. Some spells of good football, and Meenda has looked up for it. The new lads are going to have to fight for their place. There we go.
Is there anybody in this squad? Sorry to bring a Debbie Downer on us winning at half time, but is there anybody in this current lineup that is most likely to get replaced?
That's a tricky one, that, because we're gelling quite well, aren't we?
I think if you look at it, I think Meenda's probably the prime candidate unless he starts bagging more goals week in, week out.
Well, he's the striker, isn't he? Is he?
Yeah, but beyond, you don't want to create another striker crisis season, do you?
No. I mean, if I know it's a long way to come, but if you want them to be in the playoffs or top 2 or champions, then you need at least one player scoring 25 goals or more. That's what you need, and you have to have that prolific goal scorer. Every team that guns up, especially automatically, has that striker, that player, and that's what we need. So yeah, if Meenda doesn't start scoring the goals or whatever, and he dries up, then yeah, absolutely replaced.
What about the middle of the park? Because obviously Dan Neil had to be replaced today.
Yes, because he's missing.
So has Brown done enough to retain his position, or would you bring back Dan Neil back? This is to you, Cabby, and well, everybody.
I think Brown's done good enough today. I think he's been solid. Like you say, he's that experienced player, which is ahead of Dan Neil. He's got the experience in his mind, hasn't he? So I think he's worthy if he's placed, without a doubt. We've been.
It's a good problem to have, right? Having good options coming off the bench.
Oh, massive problem, you know. But we've been lacking experience for a while, haven't we? We've just gone these last few seasons with so many kids in the squad. It's nice to have that experience, and I think it's handy to keep the experience on.
Your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, so far so good. All well, you know, 1-2-3 pass, 1-2-3 pass, which we didn't see, especially in the second half of last season with Bealey and Dodds. But it's so far so good. I think overall, you know, I'm already seeing signs that we've teams changed and that we've got a good season ahead. So
Crispy Cream, yeah. Shout out to Alex Thorburn. How you doing, Alex Thorburn?
first loss at some point and have a blip. I don't think we'll be bad like Michael Beale, not like when it was with Beale or whatever.
Yes, just the Barini goal against Newcastle shown on the highlights.
Would you be happy with a point today then?
Reviewing that first half, I think the point would still be fair, would still be okay. Like, it's not sneaky goal back. I think they've done all right to probably earn it, and we've been a little bit forced to go ahead. But I know this is the door question, but I want to answer seriously. Happy is a big statement, so no, I wouldn't be happy, but I'd still be okay with the point. I'd rather keep a clean sheet and guarantee free, though. if that's a real question, mate.
Yeah, no.
Would you be happy with the point?
No. Not. They're a newly promoted team. We've got the place to kill leagues off. I just want to see us scoring goals. You know, I didn't want. It's nice to win games own goals. Didn't get me wrong, but I want to see our players scoring. You know, I didn't want to go through any droughts because that's when the problems it when we're going on drought runs with our players scoring. So we've got to keep finding the net, and that's what we need to do.
Jacob, point, happy?
Yeah. Content is the word I've used for me. Content.
We're creating some content here, mate, aren't we?
Hello, Jill. How are you doing?
I'm just glad Cabbie's not
How are you doing?
I'm just glad Cabbie's not asking me who the bloody Preston manager is today.
There's time for that, Cabby. There's time for that, Jacob, mate. So just watch what you're doing, lad. Yeah.
Mr. Doofus. Has he disappeared?
Thank God he's gone.
Right, somebody said. Oh no, I thought West Brom said. What Rob said, West Brom now with a second, but they are now second. Yeah, we find that out when they took the lead. I think they will potentially drop as soon as the Watford game kicks off against Sheffield.
I would take a draw, Belinda McKee. Hello, Jill. Yeah, my good friend Jill. All good, just checking on how you're doing. Yeah, we're 1-0 up. How are you doing? Are you alright, Jill? We are light years ahead of last season's flop, says Derek. Tony Hunkney, we are in front at the moment, so only a win. Yep. Angela Coleman says Dazzy. Shout out to Dazzy. Hello, Dazzy. How are you doing? Cabbie, I'm nervous again, says Judith. I'm sort of ish. Jeff Wilkie, I think we need a 2-1 win, Cabbie. I would go for 2-0. No, not letting any goals in. Jennifer Andrews, what about Pavida as a sub? He's an attacking midfielder. Jill says, all good, just checking in how you're doing. Judith, right, do you think we'll change the formation? I don't think we will, Judith, unless we get a player sent off. Daryl Smith, are you scanning of my comments? No, I try to read out as many as I can. Keith Lupton, anybody know what our record is? Longest playing time without conceding? Shh, Keith, I'm not talking about that. Full time, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, Preston Nicky.
Yeah, and how well did we play for? We played fantastic when we had the majority of the ball. We were attacking the majority of the game, but we couldn't just put the ball in the back of the net.
He's a
Mr.
Here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. What's the longest Sunderland have gone without conceding? How many games?
Longest ever.
Yeah.
Well, technically, this is only 2, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking in the league. Yeah.
Is it 4 games?
I don't know.
Oh no, I thought you actually had to answer it.
No, I'm just saying, does any of you guys, I don't know. Does anybody know what's the longest Sunderland have gone at the beginning of the season before they conceded a goal?
Just at the start of the season, or like throughout it?
Yeah. Just at the start of the season. The first till they conceded the first goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are out for the second half. If there's a way to search that stat nice and easily, do it. Right, Sunderland about to kick off for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Cabby, are you disappearing back on your channel? Are you sticking around on here?
Yeah, I'll be disappearing because you'll be getting too many double chit chats and stuff, and I didn't want to be.
Thank God he's gone.
No. I don't want to be doing any chit chat. It'll be just messy on your channel. So.
Anyway, that's all good, mate. We are kicked off, by the way, so I don't know if you need to do that, or if you can stick around if you really want to, mate. I'm more than happy for you to have a chit chat.
All right. Okay.
The young girls give him the confidence where the lads. Steve says we're more motivated, and Ed's hunting in packs for defence.
4 games under Prem, Poirier. No. Oh, there you go. Rob says under Poirier the first 4 games in the Prem.
So that was the last time we had something similar to this, like a good run.
Yes, but that was 4 games without conceding wins.
Watson, Crompton, Jones.
There was a 0-0. There was 2 0-0s in there,
drops
wasn't
on the
there?
head of Pack, onto the head of Job. Job brings it down. Pack blocks it.
I think
Richie has it
him
in
and
the middle
Allardyce
for
are probably one of
Portsmouth.
my favourites in the Prem
Rolls it to
that we've had.
Williams, the centre back, out to Swanson, the right back, and he plays it back behind him to Richie, who sweeps it into the middle, into the path of Job. And Job now bringing this up over the halfway line, trying to play it through the gap from Allende, and it's broken on the left for Mundle. Mundle into the penalty area on the left-hand side. Swanson trying to shepherd him out, and does so for a goal kick. It nearly opened up for Sunderland then with Mayenda, and Mundle to his left.
It's unlucky. Job, you tried to play that ball through to Mayenda.
So the goal kick, the ball tapped back from the corner of the 6-yard box to goalkeeper Will Norris, and he tapped it out to Marlon Pack, who passes it out to the right-hand side to Williams, Jordan Williams, who plays it up into the Sunderland half. Luke O'Nien plays it on to Alan Brown on the left, and he just didn't quite get his foot wrapped around it. I think came off his shin and goes out for a throw on the far side to Portsmouth.
Here we go.
The Portsmouth right. Drops to Pack. Then played back by Swanson to goalkeeper Norris. Taps it to Towler, Riley Towler. And he in the middle of his own half to Pack again on the right-hand side. And he will launch it diagonally across the pitch, looking for Silvera, headed away by Trey Hume, out to Roberts, back to Dan Ballard, who hooks it away from the edge of the penalty area, up to halfway. Towler gets his head on it, down the left. Roberts heads inside to Job. Job trying to get it away from Pack, and then picked up by Alan Brown as he fouled. He's managed to hold off three players, and eventually
it's a foul,
the
man.
referee pulls the play back for the free kick to Sunderland.
What was he waiting for?
I'm not quite sure, because it wasn't an advantage to Portsmouth, was it? It was a Sunderland free kick. It's going to be left to Job to tap this to Trey Hume, and back to Luke O'Nien, and forwards up towards Mayenda, backing into Towler, holds off the centre half to Brigg behind him. Roberts in the penalty area, trying to get it on his left foot, tries to shoot, it's blocked, and eventually it's hooked away by Matt Ritchie up to the halfway line, and Ballard heads it on down the left.
Do I have a potty in here? No, I've just got a bottle.
Picks up the loose ball,
Toilets
leaves it for
downstairs.
Rigg. Down the left wing again to Mundle. Mundell dribbling at Swanson, left edge of the penalty area. Sirkin goes in and catches Williams.
Andrew Potts,
and there'll be a
Norris
free
is poor,
kick
that's quality.
to
Russell
Portsmouth.
third, Hamilton sixth.
Referee wants a word, but Dennis
No
Sirkin
subs,
has
Jack.
run away from him.
He's going to get booked now.
I think he might well be getting booked.
SJ, you're right, they're going to carry on doing this until the
Great
ref
hold
looks it
up
in the
play.
board.
Sorry, Nick. Great hold up play by
The ref's
Mayenda.
letting them get away with
Balls,
absolute murder.
Again, his retention of the
Absolute
ball has
murder
been
from
excellent
kick-off.
this afternoon.
He's not been booked, he's been spoken to though by the referee, Dennis Sirkin. And the ball back with the goalkeeper. Joe couldn't keep control of it. It falls to Sadie. He finds Ritchie, and Ritchie just right of the centre circle, out wide then to Swanson.
Cheers to the
Sunderland
2
leading
subscribers,
still,
thank you.
1-0, and it's Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. We played 5 minutes
Everton are in
of
the
the
lead.
second half here at Portsmouth. And the ball comes back to Towler. He drives it forwards looking for Sadie, who turns it inside now to Pack. Pack in the centre circle to his right to Williams, and out wide again to Swanson, looking for Ritchie inside, and then forced back onto halfway again to Pack. Silvera looks frustrated, waiting for a ball on this left wing for Portsmouth. Towler's going to try and pick him out now. Silvera with Hume in front of him. Silvera taking Hume on, slipping in, trying to get along the back of the penalty area. Joe blocks him. Passes the ball out to Rigg. Rigg into the path of Brown. Brown now over the halfway line. Roberts is wide. Mienda's just to his left. He passes it out to Roberts, corner of the penalty area, into the penalty area, onto his right foot, pulls it back across the face of goal. Mienda!
Yes! Mayenda!
Get in!
Full stretch.
Get
It
in!
looked like it might have just rolled away from him. He got his toe on the end of it and stabs it in the bottom right corner in the 51st minute.
I've told you, he deserves it as well, Nick. You know, his hold-up play's been excellent, his movement's been excellent, he's been causing them problems, and the
Get
great
in
play
there!
by Roberts, he's pulled it back and he thought, he's had a touch and you're thinking, can he get another touch on it? And he's got the
Mayenda!
final touch to get his goal. Well deserved.
So, as you say, well deserved for Mayenda. He's caused Portsmouth all sorts of problems in the penalty area, and at first it looked like he might have just done not enough to get on the end of it, but then he got a second chance to get his toe on it and just poke it past the keeper into the bottom right corner.
And we touched on it, Nick, you know, another forward's come in, competition. You know, he's laid out there now that he's going to be fighting to keep his place in the team. And if he keeps scoring, he'll keep his place.
He will.
Here we go, Roberts did the work.
So 2-0 now to Sunderland. And that's given them a platform now to build in this second half. It's a blow, obviously, to Portsmouth's hopes, trying to get back in the game. 2-0 down now at home, as the ball comes back to their goalkeeper, Will Norris. Mienda takes his tally to 3 goals this season, and the ball drops to Joe in his own half, holding off Pack, plays it back to Ballard on this right-hand side, down the touchline, looking for the run of Mienda, who gets his head on it above Jordan Williams, but heads it out for a Portsmouth throw. Ogilvie, the left-back, comes over to take this for the home team. And Sunderland still with a clean sheet this season. Hume heads the ball in the air, comes down off Joe, but it's on halfway, and Rigg. Great control,
Fantastic play,
takes
that.
the ball down the right-hand side, lays it off to Roberts now. Roberts taking this forwards to the corner of the penalty area, skips around a couple of Portsmouth players, then manages to roll the ball out to Rigg on the right. And Rigg looks up, plays it across to the far side to Mundell.
He's not 17.
17 going on 25, isn't he?
Fantastic.
Job, he's tackled by Callum Lang. Lang to Sadie. Sadie gets it back again, and as they played a 1-2, then cut out by Hume as they try to
don't be clever.
away, but then Hume caught by Sadie. Sadie trying to cut inside, corner of the penalty area. Hume,
well done.
great tackle, wins it back. Hume to Rigg. Rigg now rolling it across to Sirkin on the left wing. Sirkin to Mundle just in front of him. Mundle down the touchline. Mundle still going down that left-hand side, and Mundle will play the ball back to Alan Brown, inside to Luke O'Nien. Oxford 2, Preston 1 in the Championship this afternoon. Back here to Ballard, out to Roberts, little back heel, looking for...
Was that
Chris
Brown's
Rigg
goal, was it?
as he battles with Ogilvie, but Ogilvie gets the ball into Pack.
Steve
Pack
the Rave,
looking for
Steve
another
the Rave,
Callum
can you
Lang,
shout out
it's
to
swept
Party
past
Marty?
him,
Hello,
goes
Party
behind for a
Marty.
goal kick. To Sunderland. In the
Oh,
10th
so it's
minute
Brown.
of the second
I better
half.
change
Portsmouth
that.
0, Sunderland 2, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Of course, there'll be a phone in afterwards. You can call Benno, or you can text him. Text 81333. Put BBC at the front of your message.
Sorry, Meander.
You can call 0800 234 6565.
There you go. My apologies.
And WhatsApp on 08000 321 333. Tomorrow we have full commentary of Newcastle United against Tottenham Hotspur. 12:30 build-up, 1:30 kick-off. Millwall 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 2. It's a throw to Sunderland on the left. Sirkin. Everton 2, Bournemouth 0. Sirkin drops the ball at Brown's feet, back out to Sirkin, back to Brown on the left touchline. Coming down the line, finds Mundle. Mundle though tackled. The ball slipped to Silvera, and a very good challenge by O'Nien. Gets the ball back, but it came back eventually to Andre Dazal, who finds Swanson from Ritchie and back in midfield, where Rigg wins it and leaves it for Mayenda now. Mayenda through the middle, the defender's backing off him. Mayenda still going, slips it through to Mundle in the penalty area. Mundle! Yes! 3-0!
Get in!
Romain Mundle on his left foot, smashes it past Will Norris.
Get in!
Sunderland now, 11 minutes to the second half, lead 3-0.
I tell you what,
This is mad.
Fantastic tackles there, Nick. You know, you're just rolling back the years. Chris Rigg, what a tackle. Mayenda,
Wow.
all of a sudden, awareness is great.
What's happening here, man?
And good finish.
Composure from Mundle,
Oh, the
burst
MACKEMs.
into the penalty area at the Milton end in front of the Sunderland fans. And low
Right
under
in
the
front of the
keeper into
Sunderland
bottom
fans.
right corner.
Fantastic, excellent.
3-0.
Everything about that goal, Nick. You know, the way we won the ball back, the way we broke.
Oh my
finish
God.
by Mundle. And
Something's
again,
happening
Mayenda
here with
involved.
Sunderland, like.
Indeed. Well, now Portsmouth staring a real uphill struggle to get anything from the game.
We talked about it, Nick. You know, the class. We're talking about the quality, and you can see the quality.
Oh man!
The confidence in this team is extraordinary. There's going to be a triple substitution for
Quadruple.
could be 4.
Is it?
It's,
Might
it's,
be.
it's
I don't
at
know.
least 3,
There's 3, 4.
possibly
No,
4 changes about to be made by Portsmouth. They're trying to get one back at the other end here, but it's hooked away by Luke O'Nien. And the Sunderland fans singing their hearts out away to our right. 4 changes being lined up by Portsmouth. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 3.
I tell you what, I don't know what Reggie's done with this team, but what a transformation.
Well, they are extraordinary, isn't it? Goals, an own goal to start things off, then Mayenda and Mundle. A ball bounces away from Swanson, out for a throw to Sunderland on the left in the corner. And Portsmouth getting ready to bring on 4 players.
Are they going to put 4 players on? Are they going to take anybody off just to give them a chance? Are they going to play with what, 15 against us?
So the 4 coming on are Amani, Vengi, Lane and Camara. Amani's just signed on loan from Brighton, scored in the week against Crawley in the League Cup. Kusini Yangi is a 25-year-old Australian international striker.
Hey!
Abdullahi Kamara is a 19-year-old defensive midfielder. And Paddy Lane is a Northern Ireland international central midfielder. And the changes, I think, about to be made now by Portsmouth.
I tell you what, it's rocking in that end, isn't it?
It
the
is.
Sunderland end.
Derby 2, Bristol City 0. The first player coming off is Sadie. For Lane.
Clean sheet wins the game, Nick.
Well, that's what they'll be aiming to do. Coming off is Dozell for Yengi. And Ritchie is coming off for Omani.
Oh, dear hell.
And the last of the changes is Silvera coming off for Kamara. So Kamara's the last of the 4 to come on. 4 changes made by a Portsmouth side, trailing 3-0 now with half an hour to play. Rigg hooks the ball on, bounces through the centre circle. Brown nods it down to Mayenda. Mayenda, the loose ball picked up by Marlon Pack and played back to goalkeeper Will Norris, who taps it out to Towler. Towler plays it to his right to Williams, back to Towler, back again to Norris. The keeper plays it to Ogilvie. Ogilvie back to Towler in the middle, and he rolls it out to Paddy Lane on this left wing now for Portsmouth, 23-year-old. Back to Ogilvie. Ogilvie leaves it for Pack into the middle then to Kamara, and he's going to play it straight through the centre to Yengi. Kusini Yengi back to Towler, then to Pack, and Pack looks to get it through again to Yengi, trying to get it pushed on to Omani. It's in the air, it's battling with Ballard. Ballard, it comes off him but drops for Lane here on the left for Portsmouth, who swung a ball through the penalty area. Swanson will chase, forlorn chase, because it's rolled behind for a goal kick. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 3, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. 29 minutes left. It's the Portsmouth fans at the Fratton end trying to get behind their team. Sunderland, the way they're playing, you wouldn't rule them out scoring 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, they've been excellent.
So goal kick.
Are these 4 going to carry on throwing our players around
down the left,
turning a blind eye? You know, hi, Cabby. Can we dare to dream now? I don't know. It's still early, but I'm just going to take one game at a time.
It'll be Williams who's leaving this for Zach Swanson to take. It's just a few yards short of the halfway line on the right-hand side. Wilson Isidore has decided to have a warm-up.
Yeah, and Paveda.
And Paveda as well, as the ball comes back to the goalkeeper. Leeds 1, Hull 0. Towler. Back to Ogilvie on the left, out wide to Lane. Lane closing him down.
Stephen
Rigg
Lane
wins the ball, keeps it in, slips it through the legs of the defender, but
Cabby man, my mate was just said to come
legs
what
of Lane
and
for
transformation in this team, and
on the right.
Continue. Absolutely.
Great closing down by
Alan Brown. Alan from Canada just signed. Oh, I'm in shock. Hello, Alan. How are you doing?
He's got an engine on him, hasn't he, Rigg?
Welcome.
Hume then with the throw on this right-hand side.
It's not over yet, though.
3-0. Job fouled.
Shouting.
By Callum Lang and Kamara between them.
I want to go into the toilet, but I'm scared Case will miss another goal.
As the ball comes back to Ballard and then to O'Nien. O'Nien over the halfway line. Kamara gives chase. It's played wide to Mundle, scorer of Sunderland's third. Comes back and tries to play it across, and it comes off Kamara to Hume. Hume through the middle to Rigg, lays it off the ball again, lays it off to Hume. Hume down the right to Roberts. Roberts now cutting inside, cutting into the middle. Patrick Roberts looks up, a block made by Kamara, but it's still with Roberts. He's got it back, takes it into the penalty area. Ogilvie whips it off his feet. and it comes out here, one back by Hume. Then he showed too much of it to Lane, who tried to play it down the left wing to Omani, but it's come back off Ballard, and a claim for a foul by Lane on Hume, who smiles as he picks himself up off the touchline. Portsmouth fans having their say down below.
I've just changed that. Cheers Hall, I've changed it, thanks for spotting. You'll see it changed in a minute.
Sunderland, just back inside their own half on the right hand
cheers Ian
side.
Curry, our moderator on the channel. Please hit like and subscribe, it's free and easy, thank you.
3-0.
Ryan, hello.
Hume inside.
Jeff Wilkie with
to
15
Roberts.
minutes left.
Roberts
I want to get
on the
Pavida
halfway line. Rolls it across now to Alan Brown.
25 minutes
Brown
left.
down the left wing again to Mundle. And Mundle cutting inside here, trying to shake off Swanson, who's tugging his shirt again. And he's holding him off Mundle. Surely the referee's going to blow. He does for the free kick eventually.
99-year-old record
2,
match,
Southampton
if we
0.
don't concede.
So is the referee going to call Zach Swanson back to him? A word for the Portsmouth right back. O'Nien grabs the ball, comes forwards, and the referee drops it for
another seven subscribers. Thank
Roberts
you very
to take
much.
this free kick. Apply some spray. The free kick is 15 yards inside the Portsmouth half, a couple of yards in from the left-hand touchline.
This is when we've got to start shouting, Dennis, Dennis.
3-1-5 Cabby Jack Reed. Hey, we've got to get a fourth first.
Pack of players around the D at the edge of the area at the moment, as the attendance has shown to us this afternoon. The free kick is swept in. Ballard's trying to get on the end of it. And
didn't I say 3-0 when someone asked me to score half-time? Didn't I say 3-0?
Trey Hume, 20,231. 2,081 Sunderland fans here this afternoon. Which is,
total class gap here is the model working man.
Support.
So far, so good.
Bearing in mind it's a round trip of 670 odd miles. Gateshead 1, Eastleigh
Alan Brown, 1.
Cheers,
Fantastic
Eastleigh, of course, making the
start
journey
the
the other way this
season.
afternoon is Kamara.
You're welcome.
Trying to get away from Rigg, and it's played back to goalkeeper Will Norris, out to Ogilvie, and forwards to Pack. 3-0 Sunderland lead. Here's Kamara again, and Kamara, the Guinean, plays the ball to Towler. Towler back to Kamara, signed from Borussia Dortmund this summer, the 19-year-old. Forwards to Callum Lang. Callum Lang now taking it across, rolling it to Williams, wide to Swanson.
Great guns.
Halfway inside the Sunderland half, back behind him to Williams. And now back to Williams. Thomas Allen's been sent off for Gateshead.
That's mad.
A deliberate handball this afternoon. Here's Ogilvie. There's going to be a change by Sunderland.
Me and the wife and the daughter's going out for Italian tonight for 7:30.
Lane on the left.
We're going to enjoy it tonight as well.
Portsmouth crossing, looking for Lang, headed away by O'Nien. Pack goes bullying through past Rigg, gets the ball to Lang, down the right of the penalty area and wins a corner.
Wilson's coming on as well.
Wilson's coming on.
Yeah, double switch, Isidore and Pavida.
Mostly take off the two wide players.
Yeah. Just freshen things up. So Millwall 2, Sheffield United 0. I think Sheffield Wednesday. I was thinking, I'm sure earlier on I said Sheffield Wednesday. Ball headed away by Sirkin from the corner on the far side, the Portsmouth right, and it's a possible break again. Roberts, what a great ball through to Mayenda, down the right-hand side of midfield to the edge of the area. He's held off one defender, Williams. He's got to come past him again, and this time Williams wins it off Mayenda and comes away with it, and is tackled by Joe for a throw to Portsmouth on this left-hand side.
Mayenda might be coming off.
Could well be.
Put a shift in the lad.
Alan says, can it be quiet here?
Could possibly have had a second, but it did lead to a goal
fan
in the
first
half.
behind that goal.
A save fumbled from Mayenda by
Chris
Norris,
4-0 Mayenda
and put past him by his own defender. As the ball here with Williams, Jordan Williams.
Feel guilty now complaining about the ball taking so long
O'Mahony on his way down the right wing, but O'Nien's got in front of him, plays it back to Patterson.
UK,
O'Mahony gives chase, Patterson kicks clear, up through the middle. It comes down to Towler, Rigg in front of me, squares it to Ogilvie. As it's played wide again to Lane on the left. Roberts chases back, across, cleared by O'Nien, out to Roberts on this right-hand side, behind him is Hume. To Roberts again, down the right, and Roberts tripped, was he? Referee doesn't think so. A bit of pushing going on. Lane's just pushed one of the Ichelder substitutes out of the way on the touchline in trying to get the ball back quickly. Here's Kamara on the
Anybody know what the Ipswich score is out there? Is it still 1-1?
Onto the halfway line to Pack. Pack swinging it out wide to Swanson. Takes it on his chest on the touchline. Mundle in front of him. Portsmouth in their blue and white. Sunderland all in white. Brown's floored by the attempted cross by Williams. Brentford 3, Southampton 0.
I know, Jack, not want to jinx anything at all.
A throw to
Hey, that was then,
right
this
side.
is
Be a long throw this, Nick.
Here we go, predict 5-0 now, mate. We've got to score a fourth, Derek.
The two substitutes, Paveda and
Still
Isidore.
1-1, Stephen. Every year we get to...
Michael Proctor and Mike Dodds trying to explain as best as they possibly can what they want from them. As this throw is going to be a long one from the right for Portsmouth. 20 minutes left. Portsmouth trailing 3-0. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. It's dropped. In fact, it's not
still
a long
way to go. Do you know, I'm still nervous at 3-0 up, you know.
The right by Pack. On the end of it, a bundle of players. Lang trying to stab it home, but in the end, it's hooked away by Roberts.
Excellent.
And Ballard's got caught on the ankle.
Ballard down.
He's down, rolling about a bit.
Oh, don't see it. Ballard's injured again.
Pray there's nothing serious there. As Sunderland's still waiting to get the two substitutes on. Ballard is helped to his feet and should be okay by the looks of things. Throw then, which Pack is going to take again on the left. He finds Lane back to Pack, and Pack back inside now to Callum Lang. Blocked by Trey Hugh, who throws himself at it.
Class defending by Ballard there,
Kamara in the centre circle, and Riggs on his case. Kamara manages to step away from Rigg, who's pursuing him. Kamara has to play it back to the goalkeeper.
Covered some ground, the lad.
Pack then in the middle of the Portsmouth half, driving a ball up through the centre, comes straight through to Anthony Patterson.
Am I mad for still being nervous at 3-0 up? Am I the only one?
Oxford 3, Preston 1. Paveda having a conversation with Regis Lebris. Anthony Patterson with his foot on the ball at the moment.
Angela Coleman.
O'Mahony goes to close him down, but Patterson gets the ball away up to the halfway line. Nodded on by Sirkin, comes back to him off Swanson, and they find Pack in the middle, looking for Callum Lang, but it's been overhit the pass, and Patterson will let it roll behind for a goal kick.
Ed Collier says, relax, man.
Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2. So here are the changes. Mundle's coming off for Paveda.
I'm the only
Mundle
one.
who scored the
Okay,
third in the 55th minute, coming off in the 73rd minute now.
Now just say hello to the 527 people
the
watching.
Other change will be Robert.
Wherever you're around the world watching, hello.
Off, as you suspected, the two wide men.
Thank you. Can we get to 200 likes on the channel? Thank you. And hit the subscribe button
and
if
Isidore
you're
on now.
new indeed. Thank you. 7 more subscribers. Thank you very much.
Isidore across to the far side. Paveda on this near side. The socks rolled down. Wilson Isidore, his shirt hanging out over his trousers, as all his teammates are, and the socks pulled up to his knees. The ball in the air,
Richie,
comes down to Kamara,
Wilson
finds Lang, looks to get it away to
Isidore.
Swanson, just kept it in
and
for Lang on the right side of the Sunderland penalty area, and the cross comes off Jobe, but up for a corner.
Mundle's going high five with all the...
fourth corner. They trail 3-0 though, Portsmouth. 16 or 17 minutes left. Paddy Lane's gone down to take the corner from the
Mundell
right-hand side, away to
and
our
Roberts
left.
both went off.
A lot of players around the 6-yard line.
Time to kick off the boots,
Swung
put
in
the
by
slippers
Lane
on, light the pipe and get
and
mugged,
headed away by
says
Joe
Brian Joseph.
to the back
Marine
of the
Fish
penalty
keep being
area.
nervous too. Keep
Paveda
clean, cheek
helps it on
Cabby.
his way to
You wanna smash
Mayenda.
it.
Mayenda now trying to skip in past Swanson, but he rolls it in, and then Wilson Isidore beaten
It's
to
Dean
it
Cabby
by
says Neil
Lane.
Denby, as always. I rely
And now
upon
Pack
you for my news and
just
commentary.
back.
You're welcome
Pack
indeed.
in his
Neil.
own half,
Jack
out
Tom
wide
Hanks is in attendance,
to
is he?
Lane.
Yeah,
and
supporting
played,
Wilson.
Back in
Jeff Wilkie, Sunderland top
to
by
his
2
own half,
points and 2
Kamara.
goals.
Kamara into the Sunderland half, lays it back up onto the halfway
Yeah, so
line.
do I,
to
Ian
Pack.
Whittle.
Pack trying to get away from Rigg, and goes out to the right-hand side.
Derek UK, stop the negative
Joe,
Stu. Everything's
Wilson,
cool, man.
Isidore and Brown all in front of Portsmouth. We come back to the halfway line
Also says thanks for
with
everybody in the chat
Kamara
as
again
well.
in the centre circle. Laying it off now to Towler on this
Say
left-hand
hello to you
side.
guys.
Towler bringing it forwards down the left wing to Ogilvie. Ogilvie inside to Lang in the middle. He sweeps it into the penalty area. A slip by Yengi, and away goes Wilson Isidore down the left wing. Lang pushes him. Free kick. So no, the referee says he played the ball. Isidore has to pick himself up. Portsmouth pushing forward with Pack swinging the ball across to the left wing onto the chest of Paddy Lane. He plays it straight into the path of Joe. 15 minutes left. Sunderland lead 3-0. Joe battles, finds Rigg. Rigg comes away over the halfway line on the right-hand side.
I don't know what
Paveda's
this
wide.
referee's
Meyenda's in the
smoking
middle.
like.
Goes wide to Paveda down the right side of the penalty area. In he goes to the 6-yard box off Ogilvie, behind for a corner.
So Chris Rigg's been magnificent this afternoon.
Harrogate 0, Barrow 1. Paveda's going down
I
to
know
take
Billy
the corner
Harrison.
on the right-hand side in front of the 2,081 Sunderland fans behind Will Norris's goal. As just Trey Hume
David
left
Jackson, thank you very much. You're very
standing
kind. You're very kind.
sentinel in front of
A foul is
the
a foul
centre
when our
circle.
lads
Into the
do it,
last 15
absolutely.
minutes. Corner from the right for Sunderland, who line up just to the left of the penalty spot. Brown breaks, the ball swept in here, and Ballard throws himself at it, but it comes down for Lang to try and clear. Isidore nods it back down to Paveda, edge of the area, tries a shot, it's blocked by Pack, comes right back up to the halfway line, and Brown comes
Ref's
back,
been terrible,
and Lev
Jack.
plays it back to Anthony Patterson, taps it out to Trey Hume, now to Jobe. Jobe through the middle to Paveda on the right, just inside the Portsmouth half. Paveda plays it back to Alan Brown, and there'll be another change for Portsmouth, their final change, because they made 4 earlier on in the half. And the ball wide for O'Nien on the touchline to try and find Isidore. Takes it on his chest, it's being dragged, held back by Williams, but Isidore finds Chris Rigg. Rigg, corner of the penalty area on the right-hand side, down the right of the penalty box now, plays it back to Alan Brown, and Brown back
Rigg
in the
has been
centre to
outstanding,
Joe.
Paul, and Andrew Moore totally agree as
to
well.
Sirkin.
Ian Curry, thank you. Hit that like and
Sirkin
subscribe, boys.
down the
and
left.
glasses, it's
Meyenda's
free.
gone in
Thank you very
search
much.
of this ball with
Ian
Williams
Curry
on his
is a very
shoulder. Meyenda
loyal
plays it back to
supporter
Jobe.
of the channel.
Jobe comes back and slips it inside, and eventually to Ballard. It's Harvey Blair, signed from Liverpool in the summer, who's going to come on for Portsmouth in this final quarter of an hour. Sunderland leading 3-0 live on BBC Radio Newcastle. The ball back with Anthony Patterson. Give Benno a call. 08000 321 333
is going to be a
on
monster
WhatsApp, or
flat,
333 on WhatsApp, as John Anderson would say, or call us on 0800 234
Jeff Wilkie,
6565,
thank you for
or you
gifting
can
a membership
text
there to
81333 and
Alex
put
Walker
BBC
Robertson.
at the front of
It's
your
very kind
message.
of you,
Joe
thank
to
you.
Rigg. Rigg holding off Kamara,
That's
pulled
a
down
foul.
by Kamara.
Great play.
Free kick, and Rigg smiling and laughing at Kamara from the floor.
Fantastic play.
Picks himself up. It's a free kick.
You're a star, Jeff, lad.
About halfway
Thank you.
inside the Portsmouth half. Lang's coming off. So Lang, the former Liverpool Wigan player, replaced by another Liverpool man player in the 79th minute now.
got to say, what a fantastic team performance it has been this afternoon, Nick.
Yes,
It's been a superb team performance.
I know there was a
absolutely.
few.
And I'm dying to go to the toilet. I don't want to leave.
1 off, 2 off, 3 off, but you've got to say the way they've gone about the game.
Crispy
Fantastic
Cream,
energy levels,
yeah, happy birthday,
quality.
David
Hume
Richardson.
then with this
She shout
free
out Crispy.
kick.
Wow, we got a free
Curls
kick.
into the penalty area. Ballard trying to get on the end of it. There's appeals for handball by the Sunderland players as Blair wins it off Rigg, and Isidore puts a foot in and gets the ball out for a throw to Portsmouth on the right wing, and those penalty appeals have disappeared as Portsmouth with Kamara in the middle of their own half to Ogilvie up to the halfway line. We've got just over 10 minutes to play. He tries to go past Alan Brown. Alan Brown plays it back to Hume.
Hume 5 or more likes to get to 200
Blair,
likes.
comes back low on this left-hand, Portsmouth left-hand side to Kamara, back inside to Towler, and back to the goalkeeper. He plays it out on the left to Kamara, and Kamara up to the halfway line.
Thanks for the 4 subscribers.
Kamara,
Thank you very
Rigg
much.
just in front of him. It's played to the right to Williams. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland
2-0
3.
lead.
10 minutes to go. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Back to Towler. Looks like, I'm hoping, it's going to be 4 out of 4 and 4 clean sheets as Paveda puts his right foot round the ball in front of Kamara.
Revival all
Out
about
it
the
goes
manager. It's a lot
for
of
throw
things.
to
Absolutely.
Portsmouth. Quickly taken by the Guinean. Back to Towler. Across then to Williams. Trying to find Harvey Blair. Comes off his backside for Sirkin to Brown.
Two
Back
more
to
likes
Sirkin
to
on the
hit
touchline.
200
Blair puts a
likes.
foot through it.
Come on.
Throw to
We're nearly
Sunderland
there.
on the far side. Leeds 2, Hull City 0.
The Hardys,
Sirkin
loving the
with a
commentary,
throw
Cabby, keep it
halfway
up.
inside his own half on the
cracking team
left-hand
effort there,
side.
continue.
for
Welcome the
Sunderland.
Hardys.
Drops to Alan Brown.
Listening
Brown
live from
back to
Skyethos. How are
Sirkin.
we bonny lads, Nick Pullen? Welcome along.
Sirkin tackled on the touchline, but the referee says it was fouled on the touchline. It's a free kick to Sunderland.
Way 204 likes. Thank you.
Free kick, which is going to be taken by Luke O'Nien, wide on that left-hand side in the Sunderland half. Up towards
It's a long shout, Billy
Isidore.
Harrison.
It's headed out. Sunderland throw. Who wants to take it? Finally, Sirkin jogs down the touchline. The steward throws the ball to him.
Susan Prescott, 1-1.
And Sirkin finds Isidore. Back to Sirkin on the touchline. Into Isidore. Back again to Sirkin. Down into the corner. It rolls over the goal line. And it's a corner kick.
Paul Grimm, if we finish the game without a goal against, will this be a record?
Corner.
I don't know. I don't know if
And
we've matched
Alan Brown is going down to take it by the looks of things.
it. Leander
Applauded
scored.
by all the Sunderland fans.
Brown didn't.
Plymouth
It was
0,
an own
Stoke
goal.
City 1. Plymouth, of course, Sunderland's next opponents in a fortnight's time at Home Park. Alan Brown will take this corner then from the
Portsmouth
left-hand
fans
side.
are now leaving in the droves.
Plenty of bodies in the box. Paveda's jogging across now to the
Is
far
there
side,
a fire
to the
drill?
left of the
Is
penalty
there a
area.
fire
Lane
drill?
has gone with
Is
him.
there a fire drill? Is there a fire
Now,
drill?
both arms raised briefly by Alan Brown with his right foot, curls this in, and it's palmed away by the goalkeeper. Only as far as Isidore down the right side of the penalty area, with Omani trying to get the ball off him, which he does, and then Isidore pushes him over. Free kick to Portsmouth on the left edge of the Portsmouth penalty area. 8 minutes left. Sunderland lead 3-0.
Imagine Paveda scoring.
Ogilvie trying to push his team out here. Played back to Towler. Towler across then to Williams. Wide again to Swanson. Back again to Williams through Towler to Ogilvie. And Ogilvie out again to the left wing. To
Maureen
Lane.
Johnson, no, it was an own goal.
Lane's pushed in the back by Paveda. And your son has just scored a penalty for Newcastle Benfield.
Who my son has?
Yes.
Has he?
Yeah. Andre Bennett has scored for Newcastle Benfield. Keep it in the
FA Cup.
family,
They're
eh?
playing in the
Oh, there
FA
you go.
Cup
Well,
today.
amazing that would have had a run in the FA Cup. Well done, Andre. Here's Ogilvie.
Jack Reed,
For
time
Portsmouth,
to go.
it's Portsmouth 0,
Absolutely.
Sunderland 3. Out wide on the left-hand side to Lane. Tries to slip it past Hume, looking for Ogilvie again, but it's come back to Job. And Job will, in the penalty area, get it on his left, clears it out straight to Towler. And he tries to put it down the left wing,
Yeah,
puts it
people
out
keep
for
asking
throw
me
to Sunderland.
where do we get the commentary from, and I pay a monthly subscription.
Portsmouth
I do, to Sunderland
0,
FC,
Sunderland 3.
to get the audio for every single game,
Hume
every cup match,
with the ball just
home and
down
away,
on the right wing
even the odd friendlies.
to take this throw down the line, looking for Mienda. And it comes all the way back to Jordan Williams, who squares it to his right to Zach Swanson. Back across the pitch to Towler. Portsmouth fans starting to leave here now in this south stand. Back to Towler, Riley Towler, across to Jordan Williams.
We go.
5-6 minutes of the 90 left. No question, I think, where the points are going this afternoon. Here's Mayenda, lays it off to Rigg. He's going to take this on with Poveda just ahead of him. Rigg tries to curl this around to the far post for Isidore, who keeps it in. He'll have to work here, but Zengi's got in front of him. Yengi's got in front of him. And it's come back, though, to Sirkin, and back on the halfway line to O'Nien. Here's Hume. Hume through to Rigg again. Rigg just right at the centre circle. Out wide to Poveda. Poveda taking on Towler into the penalty area on the right into Rigg. Rigg now shoots, it comes off a deflective defender. It nearly fell for Poveda, but not quite. Just wrong-footed him and goes out for a corner.
Excellent play between Poveda and
If I ever get
Rigg.
stopped and I can't
running the show,
let
isn't
you
he?
listen to
So
Radio
superb,
Newcastle and say
hasn't he?
copyright
Rusyn's
decides,
going to come on as well.
then I've got a way around it, don't worry about that.
Sunderland.
Because I'll be able to copy word for word
Millwall 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0.
the commentators are saying.
Corner
So
then
I'd
from the
literally
right,
just word for
Milton
word,
End
I'll
at
copy
Fratton
exactly
Park.
what they're saying.
Sunderland
So
leading 3-0,
it'll be
5
always
minutes
the
just
same.
under to play. And
It's hard work, but it works well.
Mayenda's in the 6-yard box as the ball comes in deep towards the back of the penalty area. Sirkin takes it down. He's got Kamara on his shoulder. Behind him is Job. Omani runs into him and shuffles the ball out for a throw to Sunderland.
You're welcome, Francis.
Williams. Change going to be made now, and indeed Mayenda's coming off. As the walk staff applauding the Sunderland fans, Eliza Mayenda shakes Poveda's hand.
He's enjoyed his afternoon, hasn't he?
He has. He's given
indeed.
them all sorts of problems, Portsmouth, in the first half, and then scoring from 6 yards in the second half. Third goal of the season. And on comes Rusyn. Got 4 minutes
Rusyn's coming on
to see out the game. Everton 2, Bournemouth 1.
09 needs to score to keep the streak, says Derek.
As this throw will be taken by
Satire Duggy.
Sirkin into the penalty area. It goes, it comes
You
back
rely
out
on your
to
commentary as the live video is a blind spot. No problem, Tony.
Isidore.
I like to
Back
say, if
behind
I
him,
ever got stopped
Rusyn,
from doing
down
the
the left, Sirkin.
let me listen to the
Swanson
video,
in front of him.
I
Sirkin
can
trying
copy
to
word for word
shake off the
what
right
they're
back.
saying.
He goes round him, and is he fouled? He is.
I'll just completely
It's a free
repeat
kick just in the corner
what
on the left
Radio
for
Newcastle
Sunderland.
or SAFC commentary is saying.
Derby
So
3,
you
Bristol City
would
0.
get it
Swanson
exactly
got
how the radio will be saying it. Ian Whittle, my heart is still pounding even though there's 40 minutes left. I know
Callum
that's
Lang
just
gets the
typical.
home man
Rusyn
of the
works
match
hard but
award.
can't score. Gagner Petit, hello. If we're promoted by Easter, maybe it
Alan
will
Brown
leave them time to find a
will
proven
take
striker for
this
next year. I ain't thinking that
Sunderland-
far ahead.
oh, wait, I said corner, it's a free kick, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's Alan Brown who's taking it, so it's as good as a corner. It's not.
Who's
far
Millwall
out from
playing
the
again?
Corner quadrant in front of those.
Dennis is desperate to score, isn't he?
Oh, he'd love to, wouldn't he? So, Brown from the left with his right foot curls this in. Oh, it's flicked down. Ballard almost got it. Sirkin turns
that
on
was
it,
the
puts it
moment.
over the bar.
He's let us down, Dennis.
Oh, bless him. If they kept that down, that was in. But
a lovely free kick
flew
in
up
that,
off his
like.
left boot over the bar. Portsmouth 0, Sunderland 3. A couple of minutes left. Out comes Towler
Sheffield
with the
Wednesday are
ball,
getting
leaves
a
it for
thumping.
Kamara. Kamara
Who's
just
Stoke
taps
City
it back
playing,
to
Simon?
Towler. And now with Ogilvie out on the left to Lane. And Lane looking for the run of Blair. Down the left of the penalty area, held off by Luke O'Nien, who wins the free kick.
Great defending, Luke O'Nien.
So what's everybody doing on this lovely sunny
Ballard
Saturday night? I'm going out
to
with a
take-
wife
there's
and
lots of
daughter
empty
for an
seats down at the
Italian
front
meal.
end. So the credit of the majority of Portsmouth fans in this south stand, they've stayed to the bitter end. Only a few have left from this stand, but I can see what seats I can see on the far side. They're all empty.
I think, you know, they've held them out, hands up, and Sunderland are a good team.
Yeah, they are. I think 4 games in now with 4 clean sheets and the goals that they're scoring, you can.
CABBIE's here.
I think you're safe to
Yes,
say they
he's
are
back.
a good
Foul.
team. There's a foul by Job on Harvey Blair.
You happy with a point,
Free
lads?
kick to Portsmouth, just back inside their half.
Who was that?
Marlon
I
Pack
fucking well
takes it,
wasn't me,
squares it to
Cabby.
Kamara, who plays out wide,
Was that
looking for
Cabby?
Swanson.
Yeah,
Swanson
he was.
in the Sunderland half, the
That
Pack.
voice was so
who
weird.
loses it in the
It was.
Referee.
Do it again, Cabby.
You happy
edge
with
of
a
the
point,
centre
lads?
circle. The referee got in the way, so it's a drop ball to
Unlucky
Pack
yacht.
in the centre circle. Played the 90 minutes pretty much, and we're about to see how much
Can you
added
believe we're
time
singing
there
it?
is here.
We're top of the
Sunderland
league.
leading
We're top of the
3-0.
league. We're
Job
top of the league.
sweeping a ball over the top, looking for
Everton 2,
Pervader's
Bournemouth
run. Out
2.
comes
Oh
the
my God.
goalkeeper.
They were
He's
2-0
wide on
up.
the left, passes it down the line to Lane, and inside to Blair. Blair now trying to skip away from Job. Blair still going, but in comes Alan Brown, smashes it into touch, and that's where your experience talks.
Oh my God.
4 minutes will be added on.
Nick Pullen.
Oh, it's no goal! I don't believe it.
Oh no.
Luke O'Nien, the ball just nodded back by Sirkin into the 6-yard box, and Luke O'Nien
No.
dipped and has head on the end of it, has scored
no.
for Portsmouth.
That was the only way they were going to score, to be truthful, Nick. But again, I think you can look on their faces, you know, that they're annoyed that they've conceded.
Oh well, never mind.
That was, well, what can you say about that? Just unfortunate. You didn't see a way that Portsmouth were going to score, and then that ball just nodded back, and O'Nien dipped.
It was under no pressure either.
No,
was
he wasn't.
Ah.
So it's Portsmouth 1, Sunderland 3, and they'll be kicking themselves at not keeping that clean sheet. And now there's a yellow card for Yengi for a foul. Everton 2, Bournemouth 2. So they're not going to go
I hope he's
4
not injured,
games.
Ballard.
Yeah, Ballard's being hauled up here to his feet. Looks like he's fine. And we're 2 minutes into
Oh
the
9,
4
you silly boy.
being added on. Portsmouth 1, Sunderland 3, and the ball launched up by Patterson. Towler heads it away.
It's a hell of a.
And now there's a free kick for a foul by Ballard on Yengi, just inside the Portsmouth half. We've got a minute and a half, I think, or so left to play. Portsmouth 1,
Hell of
Sunderland
a
minutes
goal.
at
That
a
by
time,
09, wasn't it? Hell of a
Ball
goal.
comes back to
Decent.
Williams,
How
plays
many
it
minutes at a
across
time was
to
that?
Ogilvie. Wide then to Lane
Oh,
on this
93,
left-hand
okay.
side, blocked by
So-
Pervader.
Left.
And now Ogilvie with another throw. Back it comes, or down it goes to Yengi. Comes back to Towler, and he blocks Rusin, but the ball breaks for Brown, but then a little bit too much of it shown in the middle to Kamara, and it's played back eventually to Jordan Williams, who sweeps it through the middle off Omani. Behind him is Pack, wide is Swanson, trying to cut the ball down the right of the penalty area for Blair.
09
O'Nien gets in
Ogilvie,
front
he's a
of him,
great player.
holds him off, and the ball rolls behind for a goal kick.
Great defending.
And O'Nien's winding up the Portsmouth fans behind the goal, who come rushing down to the perimeter boards. O'Nien just strolls away.
But you're not going to go on season
And
ball in, I mean.
Ballard leaves the ball for Anthony Patterson.
Yes, darling. Hey? Toast?
Now we've got a minute and a half
Okay,
left.
2 minutes.
Portsmouth 1, Sunderland 3. Give Benno a call. 0800 234
He's good at Luke 09, like.
6565. It's party time.
You're
with Gary
joking.
Party time.
No way,
What's
ever.
Is that what you call it?
08000 321
Everton
333.
losing.
Gateshead 2, Eastleigh 1, and it really is
Is
now
Everton
party
2, Bournemouth
time. Results all going in favour of our sides. Brentford 3, Southampton 1. As the ball comes back,
That is mad.
to
Bournemouth winning
Jordan
3-2.
Williams. Text us on 8133. Put BBC at the front of your message. Free kick to Portsmouth in the last minute. Right side of the central midfield area, about a
It's
third
the only
of
way
the way
Portsmouth are
inside
going to
the
score, wouldn't it?
Sunderland half.
You're welcome, Alan.
Pack's going to take the free kick. Sunderland line up on the 18-yard line. Pack with his right foot curls this in, looking for Yengi. It's headed behind. No, it's kept in by Lane, blocked by Brown, and then the ball goes out behind as the whistle blown for full time.
Get in.
And Sunderland win by 3 goals to 1.
You've got to say it's a comfortable win, you know, and you've got to look, what has Patterson had to do this afternoon? Just kick the ball, catch it, kick it. He hasn't had a save to make.
A very, very unfortunate own goal at the end.
Yeah,
one of
that's
those
what
moments.
disappointing with. The only negative you can take out of the game is that we've conceded. Menmu's really not under any pressure at all.
Just shows you how far we've
from really
come.
the 10th minute again. Once they
Slightly
got their
disappointed
momentum.
because of the fact we've let a
The
goal
own
in.
goal on the half
That's
hour,
mad,
just
innit?
after the half hour.
We usually say we're
Went in at
disappointed
the break,
because we haven't
leading
scored.
1-0. But then that blistering 5 minutes when
You're welcome,
Mayenda,
Ken. You're welcome, Ed.
after
You're welcome, Alan.
the
You're
Roberts
welcome,
cross
Jennifer.
from the right of the
Thank
6-yard
you,
box.
Derek.
Mayenda stretching,
Oh,
looked
lads,
like
it's
he might have
Darryl.
stretched too far, but then managed to get a second stab at it into the bottom corner. But then Rigg winning that wonderful ball in midfield, pushing it through to Mayenda.
So that is the commentary done and dusted. Are you happy with that, lads, then? Are you happy with that?
Aye.
I am, because I got my prediction bang on, and I like when I'm doing that. Do you want me to go through the Premier League scores first? Because that Brentford-Everton game is in the 99th minute.
I'm going to start loading some of the socials up.
Goal, man. Right, that goal was so avoidable, says James. Great win. Goal difference is 9 is pretty solid, not going to lie. Shame we had to do and concede, but it's alright. It's okay. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Well done, lads. Enjoy the chance. Enjoy it while it lasts. Exactly, dear. We've deserved it. And the thing is, when we're top of the league and we can see clear areas still to improve, that for me is huge. Like, how often can you say that? Oh, we're not actually at our best yet, and we're beating the real challengers now. Because we beat
What about
Burnley.
Plymouth? I'm hoping we can beat Plymouth in a few weeks.
Yeah.
It would be typical of us to lose to Plymouth, though. That would be typical.
I'm going to load up the Championship full-time results, and then CABBIE, if you could get ready with
No
the socials. So the 3 early kickoffs, obviously, Burnley Blackburn Rovers 1-1, Cardiff got beat at home to Middlesbrough 2-0, and Coventry got beat at home 1-0 to Norwich City. Then the 3 p.m. kickoffs, Derby County beat Bristol City 3-0, Leeds beat Hull City 2-0, Millwall beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-0, Oxford beat Preston North End 3-1. Then, away from home, Stoke City beat Plymouth Argyle 1-0. Sunderland away from home to Portsmouth 3-1. And then the Baggies 1-0 against Swansea City. So every game ended up with 3 points apart from the Burnley Blackburn one. And I believe this evening, or is it tomorrow? This time tomorrow, Sheffield United play Watford for that final catch-up 4th game. Now, CABBIE, what's the half-time socials?
The half-time socials. Let's have a go with this. You can hear me all right, I take it, yeah?
Yeah, good.
Kaylee says, absolutely amazing from back to front, man to man, absolutely dominated from start to finish. The only way Portsmouth were going to score was Luke O'Nine's cracking header. What a team, what a win, 4 wins from 4. We are really cooking. Is it too early to start thinking about promotion yet? Of course it is. There's a long, long way to go. I'd have took 2-1, even better. Crackers from 09, but he's had a class game, I'll give him that. How good was Rig today? Rig was absolutely outstanding. Oh my God, Luke O'Nine looks devastated. But overall, I think the team were brilliant. Do you think the doom and gloom merchants will want Speakman and KLD gone? Someone's posted a big picture of that Olga person who hit Luke O'Neill in the stands. And we are watching someone very, very special in Chris Rigg, says Chris Johnson. And there we go.
I think so too. Rig is a talent. I'm going to say, like Graham in the chat, man of the match for me. Who are you guys going for? Who are you going to go for your man of the match? Sorry, it's brain fart. I've got.
Another match
I'm
today.
going to go Rig. I know there's chest
Oil rig.
rollers and stuff. All Rig.
I'm going for the oil rig as
I
well.
might
He was
go
immense.
I think I might go for him. I might copy you all. Go copyright and say rig, oil rig.
I do like that we're all consistent, so I think that's pretty much solid. Chris Rigg should have been man of the match, even though he's provided no goals, assists, or anything like that. He's just been a beast, basically. He's winning everything, bombing it down. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what SofaScore does. But a close second for me, maybe Meander.
Yeah, Meander was good.
What do you reckon? Cool. I'm getting knackered. I'm going to just quickly.
What did you think our new signings came on?
Looked a little bit tired. He looked quite switched on, and I didn't see anything to fault Wilson on all that much. And I think they're the only 2 signings that came on that were new.
So I will say, see you later. Enjoy your Saturday afternoon wherever you are. Thanks for all your comments, all people watching. Love yous all. Thanks for all the subscribers and the thumbs up. And we'll see you Monday night if you want to join me. If not, then the next match I will be posting loads more videos as the news comes in. Love yous all. Take care.